What's down, fam? It's your boy Slim Salt 504. Make sure y'all subscribe to Hooded Jube. You heard me? Let's go.
What's up, folks? This is Jono Barnes, and you already know this shit more than a game, man. You also already know that it's NOLA versus all y'all. And you also know that it ain't YouTube if you ain't subscribed to my dog, Hooded Jube. Come on, man, what are you waiting for? You already know. It's still Who Dat.
What up, family? This your boy The Right, repping that Who Dat Nation all the way here in Florida. If it's YouTube, you gotta subscribe to my boy Hoodie Jube.
What's up, world? It's your boy Carlos Clayton. I'm the host of Uneducated Sports Talk. Subscribe to the big homie Hoodie Jube for everything New Orleans Saints. Who Dat?
Hey, this your boy, Dog 17, the host of the Keeping It Real Who Dat Sports Podcast. Just want to remind y'all, go ahead and subscribe to my homie Hoodie Jube's channel. And like always, love.
What's good, guys? My name is Zach.
And I'm Nonfiction, and we are Real Fan Sports.
And you need to stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to your boy, Hoodie Jube.
Hoodie Jube.
Yeah.
You can't see us, I Saints going to the Super Bowl, talking black and gold. Cameron Jordan on the field, about to take a QB soul. Ever Kamara break a tackle, so you know he bold. Mike Thomas catching everything, so you know he cold. He talking Power Man, dude, he talking Marcus May. We in the backfield, we gon' make them pay. Them boys hitting hard, they need an X-ray. Yeah. We talking black and gold. 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 Straight to the Super Bowl. Your time is up. Our time is now. Say Hoodie, you can't see us. Our time is now. Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining now. We shining. You can't see us. Our time is now. You heard me? Your time is up. Our time is now. You can't see us. Our time is now. Say Hoodie, Hoodie Jube in the building. We shining.
Here he is, Hoodie Jube.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube, and we are back with another live podcast. And for those who don't know, y'all will know, there's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great night. I know I'm having a great day, man. It was a great day. I had a good day at work. I hope everybody else had a good day at work today. Or if you was off today, I hope you had a great day, just in general. Ready to get down to some Saints talk now. But before we get into the news about if the Saints signed Kareem Hunt or if we signed Anthony Barr, we always start off the show by welcoming everybody that is in the chat. So let's give a shout out to everybody. So first, we got Elite Goods in the building. Who that to you, Elite Goods? We got Miss Barbara in the building. Who that to you, Miss Barbara? We got Edward Green in the building. Who that to you? We got Don in the building. Who that to you? We got Jerry the old freaking G in the building. Who that to you? We got my brother King Nep in the building. Who that to you? We got Trav 504 in the building. Who that to you? We got Saints Doug. Who that to you? Who else we got up in here? We got Greg Walker. Who that to you? And I believe that's everybody so far. But anybody else, as y'all come in, I'm going to try to give y'all some shout-outs and everything. But guess what? Let's get this show started. Oh, by the way, before we get it, I wanted to tell everybody, too, we will have the lines open shortly. So I will open up the lines for anybody that would like to come on and chat it away with me and stuff like that. It's going to be talking about the two topics tonight, and then we're going to about Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr, and then after that, we'll just kind of touch base on everything else, on camp and stuff like that. Also, I see Trap Star in the building. Who that to you, Trap Star? Now, let's get this thing on the road. So, remember yesterday, I'm going to pull it up here. Yesterday, we got some news from um, Jeremy Flower, and he posted out that Kareem Hunt is making a free agent visit to the Saints, right? The former Russian leader could be headed to the NFC South, right? So he came and visit. Now, this is where it gets a little twisted up, okay? This is where it gets a little freaky. So supposedly, they said he came for a visit. They also put he was, doing his little physical tryout and everything, and trying out for the team. Also, Anthony Barr, we got news yesterday, right? They said that the Saints are not only working out running back Kareem Hunt, they are also working out linebacker Anthony Barr today. So he came in for a visit, did his physical workout, and did all of that, right? And that was the news. And we was waiting today to hear, will the Saints sign Kareem Hunt or Anthony Barr? Will they sign one of them after their workouts and stuff? Well, I'm about to share my screen. This is what we get. This is what we get today. As the Who Dat Nation, this is what we seen. New Orleans Saints are expected to sign both Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr if both players pass their physical and are in shape, per sources. So you know us as Saints fans, we all super excited. We happy. We see the Saints are expected to sign both Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr if they both pass their physical right and if they were in good shape. We were all super pumped. We was going throughout the day. Everybody, it's like 5, 6, 7 hours later. We thinking, oh yeah, we're about to sign them. It sounds like we're about to sign them. And I think somebody, I forgot who did, said that Anthony Barr signed with his per sources. I forgot who it was, but I can't find it more. So somebody must have deleted it. Then 6 or 7 hours later, Who Dat Nation, this is what pops up, okay? 6 to about 7 hours later, we get Mike posting this. Free agent linebacker Anthony Barr had a good visit with the Saints, but is departing without a deal, sources say. New Orleans remained in the play for him, but he does have interest from other teams and could make more visits in the near future. So, it doesn't say we didn't lose him and no, he's not going to sign with us. They said we still remain in play for him. He's just got other teams interested in him, and he's going to make some more visit in the future and go visit other teams to see what's out there before he makes his decision. So guess what? Don't trip. We know he didn't sign today, which sucks because we do need a veteran linebacker like Anthony Barr, to help add to some depth because of the injuries, right? You got Demario Davis, who's been missing practices with a calf injury. They said it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. He should be good. But Pete Warner, on the other hand, is good so far. But you remember him the last 2 seasons, kind of got small injuries and, came back during the season and played. But injuries do occur, especially with Pete Warner and now Demario Davis so far. So picking up a guy like Anthony Barr would have been amazing, right? We were trying to sign him. But he didn't reach a deal with us. He's going to visit some other teams that are interested in him and go and visit just to see. It could be the money, it could be the role he's getting, or just because, hey, I got other options. Let me go see what they're trying to offer me before I sign a deal with the first team that I visit, right? So that was one thing that popped up a few hours later. Then this is where it kind of got me. Then we get something that says that Kareem Hunt had a great visit with the Saints today from Ian Rappaport. Free agent Kareem Hunt had a great visit with the Saints and is now on his way to Indianapolis to meet with the coach tomorrow. Okay, so we was expected to sign him after his physical and Anthony Barr, but Anthony Barr left. Didn't take a deal yet because he's got other team interested. Then free agent Kareem Hunt had a great visit with the Saints as well, but now he's on his way to Indianapolis to meet with the coach. Now, I got to find this quote. I'm going to find it for y'all. Supposedly, Kareem Hunt already had an offer from, if I can find it, somebody posted it earlier. Give me 1 second. Let me check my profile real quick because I think I retweeted it out. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I must have not retweeted. I must have disliked it or something. Let me go to my likes real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna find this damn thing. Unless somebody deleted it. Unless they deleted it off the thing. Let's see. Oh, you watching WWE, so don't judge me. I love WWE. Anybody WWE fans? Huh? Any of y'all? Let's see. Okay, here we go. It was Diana again. How about this twist? He said running back Kareem Hunt was called by Indy before he even stepped foot on the field to work out for the Saints and was offered more money per sources. He was advised to leave and head to Indy with the coach for a visit. And remember what I just said. Remember how we had like a little weird twist to it? I was telling y'all, and that was weird. Now let me go back to Nick Underhill and show you what he posted earlier, which was kind of the thing that caught my eyes. Okay, so cool. The coach offered him more money supposedly before he even stepped foot the workout and all that, and he left or whatever. But they said the visit and everything else, the talks and all that was good, right? Okay, cool. I'm happy. Cool, whatever. You go get your money, or doesn't mean he's gonna sign with the coach, but we're gonna see. And then here comes Nick Underhill with this interesting note today. He said, "This is interesting. Kareem Hunt is listed today as a visit with the Saints. He never wrote out." Okay, so I read that and I read the Diana one. I said, okay, so he never really wrote out, but you got sources telling us we were supposed to sign both of these players after they passed their physicals. And then after they did that, they said, oh, yeah, we expected to sign them now. And then both players left the building for the day. Both left with no deals and expected to go visit other teams now. So why in the goddamn world would these people on the media, please tell me this, why would people on the media be posting all of this out, posting all of this stuff, acting like we're going to sign it and then hyping us up, and none of this sounded even close? And none of it happened. So, like, I felt like they were just hyping it up to make our Saints fans happy, and none of it was really that true. Because you said in the media thing that was waiting on the physicals to come out, and we was probably going to sign him. But then we found out Kareem Hunt left to go on his way to the Colts building, and he never did work out. He was just listed as a visit. So why are the media doing this? Do y'all hate the Saints that much that y'all even got to troll us now? So that's why it's hard to trust the media sometimes. You got to wait and see the New Orleans Saints website themselves posting a goddamn picture of them signing their contract. That's the only time we ever can get happy now. Because I seen people today. I was at work. I didn't have time to do it because I was busy doing something. But I was about to post a video saying we expected to sign both players today. I seen other YouTubers do it. And now that video is a waste because they're not even going to sign with us now. Right? Well, so far, right? They're not going to sign because they're going to visit other teams. But like I said, doesn't mean they don't come back and they take the offer. But they left without a deal. And it sometimes reminds me, hey, they're leaving to go get a look at other deals. Let's see if they come back. Most of the time they don't, but like I said, you never know when they might come back. So we'll see. Also, I see Millie in the chat. Who that to you? I see Ice Cream Man in the building. Who that to you as well? I see Anthony James. Who that to you? I see T Dirty in the building. Who that to you, T 30? And I think that's everybody else that probably joined after. I see y'all. All right. I'm going to put the link back in the chat for y'all. Anybody that would like to come hop on, talk some Saints football, talk about what happened today with the media, talk about, the Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr. We can also talk about some other free agent that, hey, we might can go and sign. That's still available. So click that link. Give me 1 second because I do want to excuse me. Give me 1 second because I do want to tag this and I want to save this up here. Let me see. All right, so it's pinned to the top. So anybody that would like to come on, just click that link. Don't be afraid. Like I said, don't be scared to hit that damn link and come on, chat it away with me. But me, I think everybody in here seen the video from yesterday, right? But just in case I didn't see it, I think it would have been amazing to sign Anthony Barr, veteran linebacker, right? And I already touched up on it a little bit just a minute ago, but why wouldn't it? You know, what would have hurt us to sign a guy like Anthony Barr, who is a veteran presence, who can actually who is pretty good at stopping the run and can rush off the edge if you need him to. Um, and that would not have been bad because he wouldn't probably cost a lot because he didn't cost a lot last year. I think he cost like maybe 2 or 3 million, if that, for a 1 year deal with the Cowboys. That would not hurt us at all. Plus, then your linebacker core would be Pete Warner, Demario Davis, Anthony Barr, DeMarco Jackson. Oh, and maybe Nick Anderson from Tulane if he does make it. But that would have been your linebacking core, right? Then you go to the other side and you talk about the Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt would have been a great addition. Why? Well, let me just explain to you. Kamara is going to be suspended for the first 3 games against the Titans, against the Panthers, against the Packers, and then he'll be back. Right? Eno Benjamin was your 4th-string running back, so he would have been your 3rd running back while Kamara was out. Well, guess what happened? He tore something in his leg, and guess what happened? He's out for the season now. So guess what you was left with when AK was suspended for these first 3 games? Guess what you were going to be left with? Jamal Williams and Kendre Miller. That's all you would have been left with. But you still have Taysom Hill. You still got all these other running backs at camp, trying to make the team, like Merriweather and stuff like that, right? But that's who you would have been. Your main 2 running backs was Kendre Miller, who was coming off an injury out of college, and Jamal Williams. So bringing in a guy like Kareem Hunt wasn't going to hurt us because let's say he would have did a veteran minimum, then we probably would have known he would be here for the first 3 weeks, and then after that they got to decide, do you want to keep him or release him, or do you want to keep 4 running backs? That's probably would have been their decision. That's probably what the Saints was about to do with Kareem Hunt. But then I thought about it, and I said, let me draw up a play. And I've been posting this all over social media. So anybody that follows me on Twitter, anybody that sees me in other chats, y'all probably know who I'm talking about, right? So hear me out on this one. So this is the crazy play that I drew up. I said, okay, because somebody asked this question. They said, what would you do, or what will the Saints do once AK comes back? You're going to have Kareem Hunt. You're going to have Jamal Williams. You're going to have AK. And you're going to have Miller. So what are you going to do with all the running backs in your room? And I said, I got this. I can explain it to you perfectly. All right, your offense. You got Derek Carr lined up in the shotgun. And in that shotgun, to the left, you got Jamal Williams lined up to the left in that shotgun formation. To the right of him, he's got Kareem Hunt lined up in shotgun formation. And everybody knows how deadly Kamara is lined up against linebackers and other and sometimes safeties against him when he's put into the slot sometimes and gets these routes. So guess where I'm putting AK in the slot. And then you got Michael Thomas and you got Chris Olave on the outside. Or if you wanted to and be really rude and just put the 2 speedsters, Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave on the outside, you can do that as well in the lineup. And I asked people, who is going to stop that formation in the NFL when you got Jamal Williams and Kareem Hunt sitting right there in the backfield in shotgun formation on each side of Derek Carr, so he can dump it off to either one of them because they both can catch, they both can receive out the backfield. You can hand it off and act like you're going to hand it off to either one of them too. You can, fake it. You got AK in the slot who can take advantage of the safeties and the linebackers playing in that slot. He'll be deadly right there. And then you got your 2 great receivers on the outside, Michael Thomas and Olave, or you can do Rashid and Olave, or if you wanted to, you can add like Jawan Johnson, a tight end, push him out to the outside if you wanted to. You can do so many things with that type of formation. And I tell people, who is going to stop that formation? I don't think nobody can stop that. That's just too much weapons on the field. And this is where the next topic that I want to talk to everybody about, and this is where it pops up. We got so many weapons already. You got AK. You got Jamar. You got Kendra Miller. You go to the receivers. You got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. You got A.T. Perry. You got, I know a lot of people hate him, Traquan Smith. You know what I'm saying? Um, you also have other veteran receivers that we're gonna see if they make it. Like Brian Edwards, James Washington. Who can make plays here and there for you. You also got undrafted rookies this year, like Zach Davis. I think who's got a good side at making the team, but he's a playmaker too. So you got all these different weapons right there. Then you move over to the tight end room. You got Jawan Johnson. You got Foster Moreau, and you got Jimmy Graham. And matter of fact, you got Taysom Hill, the playmaker that can play any position. You got him. Then you just go look at the quarterback room. You still got Derek Carr, still got Jameis Winston, and you got Jake Hayner. This offense is set up for success this year. All right. And that's what I was saying. That's all the weapons you got. You got so many weapons. It's going to be hard for other defenses to keep up with us, I think, this year because there's so many different weapons. There's so many different plays you can run this year. There's so many different formations you can run against different teams because of the talent you got on the roster. Now, now this is where it gets a little tricky with it because we got all this talent, and then we seen what happened yesterday, bringing in a Kareem Hunt, bringing in Anthony Barr to add to our depth, and you thinking so we got all these playmakers and all these great players on offense, and you're trying to bring in Kareem Hunt, and you just think about it. And I told y'all what I would do with Kareem Hunt if we added him to the roster, right? I told y'all what I would do with him. But I tell people this all the time. It's never too many. It's never too many. That's my saying. It's never too many, man. You can have as many running backs as you want, receivers, quarterbacks, whatever. You need the depth because this is a physical sport. People do get hurt. So if you would have had Kareem Hunt sign with us, we would have had the best running back room in the game. Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams. Come on, man. Kareem Hunt. And then you got rookie Miller, who's supposedly a big height right now. So we got to see. By the way, click that link in at the top if anybody want to come chat it up. The Fun Family said, you know Neptune. Yes, I do. That's my brother from another mother. How you know Neptune? Let's see. Okay, he said Kamara's trash, Thomas Glassbone, Slant Boy, Lattimore Metcalf owns him. Oh, he's saying Metcalf owns Lattimore. Okay, and then Derek Carr mid. Your team is trash. You sure about that, Fun Family? By the way, Fun Family, who's your team anyway? I would like to know that, by the way, because you never said nothing about your team. First of all, Kamara is not trash. Kamara is a top 5 running back in the league because he can do both, receive out the backfield and run. Last year was his first off, season, but that dude was going through some stuff through injuries and trying to keep everything on the low with the suspension thing that he had. So he wasn't himself, and now he went back to his little physical person that he does his training with all the time to keep his balance and stuff like that. And they said that he is looking really healthy. He is looking really good. And so so he's looking good, right? So they saying he's looking the most explosive he ever looked. So don't be coming in here saying Kamara's trash, first of all. Thomas, you can call him Glass Bones, Slant Boy, all you want. You can call him Glass Bone. Yeah, he's been injured. But so far, they saying he's looking healthy so far, and that's a good thing. For us, for the Saints, we got our receiver back so far, and hopefully he stays healthy. That's all our Saints fans can do is pray that he stays healthy. Now, I noticed you put Slant Boy. That's everybody that hates Michael Thomas. They're going to say slant boy. But let me tell you this, fun family. I love it when y'all call him slant boy. Because this is my favorite saying to y'all motherfucking haters. Y'all ready? You ready, fun family? You ready me to tell you why? Y'all call him slant boy because supposedly all he runs is slant. But if your team knows that the only thing he runs is slants, then why the motherfucker can y'all stop him? Huh? Why? Don't know. Maybe because they trash and Michael Thomas too good. That's the funny part, okay? But thank you for bringing up slant boy. I love it. I just love it when they call him that because I get to say that saying to y'all. Y'all know he's a slant boy. Y'all know it's coming, and y'all can't do a damn thing to stop it. But you know who's good at guarding Michael Thomas? Injuries. That's the only thing that's going to stop somebody. That's the only person that's going to stop Michael Thomas is injuries. Not no damn corner in this league going to stop him, but an injury will. So y'all been lucky that these injuries been holding our brother back because he will be running slants on y'all boys all day, every day. And guess what? Y'all wouldn't be able to stop it. Thank you. Now, Lattimore, you said is Metcalf owns him. Okay, Metcalf had one touchdown on him. I remember that one year we played y'all, I think in Seattle, I think it was, where they were fighting or something. Wasn't that not last year, but the year before last, right? I remember Lattimore and DK got into it. And DK had like a little push off, you know. I let it slide because I think they both were fighting for the ball. And he went for a touchdown. And I think after that, DK Metcalf went quiet the rest of the game. Because I think Lattimore shut him down. He had one good play on him, and that was it. And he got shut down. But guess what? I do like Lattimore versus Metcalf. Because they get into it all the time. They both physical with each other. It kind of reminds me of Lattimore and Mike Evans, you know. Pretty fun. You know, pretty fun to watch them two go at it. All right. Then, my man, the fun family, you said Derek Carr is mid. First of all, he's not a mid quarterback. Maybe you don't watch football as much as us, but if you go do your research and you go look at Derek Carr and you go see how many yards this guy averages over his 9 seasons so far in the NFL, you go see how many touchdowns he averages and how many interceptions he averages, and go see what type of weapons he had over those 9 seasons, and also never had a top 20 defense to help him, and go see what this brother averaged. Then I want you to go do your research and go look up some quarterbacks that people consider top 10 in the league right now. You know, some people say Dak Prescott. Go look up him and go average his 7 seasons so far in the NFL and see what he averages. Matter of fact, go do some research on like Matthew Stafford. Some people say he's top 10, top 15 to him because why? He won a Super Bowl now. You know, just to let you know too, Derek Carr reminds me of the Matthew Stafford situation. Never had the weapons besides that one good wide receiver named Calvin Johnson, then got hurt. Never had the defense that he needed to help him win. He got traded to a good team in the Rams, had a great defense, great weapons around him, went to the Super Bowl. I can see the same thing happening with Derek Carr. Second of all, go do some research. Plus, I know you said something about Metcalf owns him, so I'm guessing you're a Seahawks fan. If that's the case, your quarterback Geno Smith, everybody's saying he's top 10 now after last season. But go average what he averages right now in the NFL as a starter. Go average that and tell me if his stats are better than Derek Carr. All right, I want you to go do that and average that. You know, you can go average a guy like Kirk Cousins, who people are saying in their top 10, maybe right outside the top 10 now. You know, people are finally showing Kirk Cousins his respects, right? Go look at Josh Allen's number, not on the ground, but look at Josh Allen's passing numbers, who everybody consider top 3, top 5, and go compare it to Derek Carr. All right, I want you to know that, fun family. And I'm going to go down to the messages. I know you probably said some more stuff in the chat. I'm going to go read that in a second. But guess what? I always tell people go do your research. But guess what? I do the research for everybody else. And I do that. So let me just pull it up. Let me show you Dak Prescott. All right. Look at these numbers between him and Dak Prescott. You ready? Look at the numbers. Derek Carr averaged 400 more yards, one more touchdown, but there's two more picks. But yeah, I think I'm going to have more picks too when I'm playing comeback every damn game. By the way, I don't think Derek Carr can be that mid like you think he is. If he got the most comeback wins in the NFL right now, of all the starting quarterbacks right now, all the current quarterbacks in the league, he's got the most comebacks right now. Why? Because his defense is ass and he's got to come back and win. And sometimes when you're coming back, the only thing you can do is throw the damn ball. Get down because the clock is ticking. And guess what? Sometimes you're going to throw some mistakes because you're trying to win it. You're trying to do it all because you got nothing. Also, don't come after with me. Oh, well, he had Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams in them last year. Woo! They finally gave him Devontae Adams. All right? Last year. Oh, but he had Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller. Guess what? Them two brothers were hurt last year for most of the season. So don't come after me with that bullshit. Second of all, something else that I would like to throw at you. Did you know that he changed head coaches last year again? You know, out of 9 seasons, this man went through 6 head coaches and 5 offensive coordinators. That is pretty sad, right? Pretty sad. Almost every other year, you're switching up your coaches. All right? By the way, McDaniel or Daniel, whatever the freaking name was that was the coach for the Raiders last year, did not allow Derek Carr to run his offense like he does. He's used to running a West Coast offense. And guess what? That's what the Saints run, a West Coast offense. Carr was not allowed to change the play at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't been able to call out the defensive stuff that he wanted to. He wasn't able to run the offense like he wanted to because Daniel wanted to change it up. So that's why he looked a little bit off last year too. Just to let you know, just in case you didn't do your research. Now, let me show you to a guy like Josh Allen. Look at his numbers. Carr's averaging 300 more yards. Josh Allen's got the touchdowns, though. I like it. Josh Allen's a scorer. And Josh Allen has one more interception than him. Cool. See? Almost the same. Just Josh Allen throws a little bit more. A little bit more touchdowns. Has better weapons in him. You know, has Stephon Diggs. Got him a Gabe Davis. Got him some good-ass tight ends, you know. So guess what? Boom. And guess what? A great defense that can give you the ball back in your hands and give you more opportunities to score. But guess what? Derek Carr didn't have that. And his numbers are almost similar. Now, Kirk Cousins. Look at that. Passing yards almost similar. Kirk Cousins, a little bit more touchdowns. And interceptions are the same. So they almost similar, just a little bit more touchdowns. Just know that. You go to Matthew Stafford. More yards, just a little bit more. One more passing touchdown, but averages 2 more interceptions. But like I said, he came from a bad situation. Got put in a good situation, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. Won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Why? He was in a better situation. Last year, what happened? They had it down a year because he was hurt. Now we go to Geno Smith, who everybody's saying is top 10 after one good season, right? Look at that. This man averaged 700 more yards than him, averaged 6 more touchdowns than him, and averaged 4 less interceptions. But everybody said Geno Smith is a top 10 quarterback now. Wow, after one season, while Derek Carr has been doing this for 9 years straight, averaging that numbers with no defense and no goddamn weapons. So don't come in here saying they mid. And then I seen in your last little comment of the message, it says that my Saints are just trash. Well, guess what? We're not trash. I think you just don't know football, my brother. But let me scroll back up. I need to scroll back up to your comments and see if you said anything else, the fun family. And I also got to see if anybody else came up in here and chatted up. So let me see. By the way, there is the link in the chat at the top. It's pinned. Click that link. Jerry, I seen you. Come back in here, Jerry. You're more than welcome. Come back on. I was just trying to finish my topic with this guy real quick and tell him everything. And then I was going to bring you on, but you left. Come back, Jerry. I got you. I see Mr. GQ 232. Who that to you? Who that? Who that? We got Jeffrey Johnson. Who that to you, Jeffrey? I don't know where the fun family is at. I haven't seen him since he taught that shit. All right, well, I guess he left. Okay, cool. Well, if he comes back, we'll roast him a little bit more. Don't ever come in to a Who Dat Nation. Don't ever come talking shit about my team. And don't ever start just talking out your ass. That's what you were doing. You was talking shit. That's all you was doing. Because you're going to go say Alvin Kamara's trash. You're stupid. You're going to call Michael Thomas, hurt. Cool, that's funny. But you call him Slant Boy because y'all can't stop him. Then you're going to call my quarterback mid. Boy, you mid. That's why you in here trying to troll. Stupid. But with that being said, we got somebody hopping on to come talk with us. He just clicked the link. And I always tell every freaking body in here, this person is the easiest to introduce by just clicking this video. Y'all know who it is. It's the O freaking G. The one who bring those subscribers to you. Jerry. What up,
The
Jerry?
one and only. The one and only.
The one and only.
You already know. What's good, Hoodie?
Nothing much, Jerry. How you been?
Doing good. Whoever the fun family person is, I want to tell that person, your ass got cooked by Hoodie Jude. Your ass got cooked by Hoodie Jude. And your ass got hidden and timed out by me. So if you want to call Michael Thomas Slant Boy, I don't know if you are a Falcon fan. I don't know if you are a Sea Chicken fan. I don't know if you are a freaking Bungles fan. I don't give a shit. Your ass got cooked.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he got cooked. How did we cook him? Did we fry him or did we roast him nice and slow?
Man, we put that asshole in the grill, Hoodie. I already had the fire lit up.
Hey, but this is how I
don't know, and he don't know football, and that's truly the reason why that Hoodie who roasted your ass.
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, look, this is how I see it, Jerry, and everybody in the chat, this is how I see it. And Fun Family, if you're still in here, I don't know if you are because you got timed out. I don't know if you're back in here still. You want to come talk some more shit. But guess what? This is how I feel. If you're going to come in here, start talking shit about my team, about my players, and all you're trying to do is just run your mouth and talk out your ass, and that's all you're trying to do, maybe you need to bring your facts, because I come with the facts and I come with the stats, and I'm going to tell y'all that, people like stats don't matter. You sure about that? Because for a quarterback and, for these players, stats do matter in the league because you can't just win the game by yourself. So the stats kind of have to prove them to show you what type of, player they really are. And all you got to do is just give these brothers some help. And guess what happens? When you build that perfect team around these players, you win championships. But nobody sees that.
Right.
They just want to go start talking shit because, he ain't winning. Well, no shit, he ain't winning. You ain't got no defense, and you ain't got no weapons. You're giving them all these stupid coaches. Go do your research and just look it up. It's like this. Geno Smith. Geno Smith finally had a good season after non-season. Why? Because you gave him a good team. You gave him a good head coach, good weapons. Why you think Geno look good?
That's right.
Why you think he look good? I don't know why people don't do their research. Like I tell people, Mahomes.
I tell you why they don't do their research, Hoodie. Because they don't know football. They think they know football, but they don't. Oh, like let me put it like this, like Jim Morris said, you think you know, but you don't know, and you never will.
Mm-hmm. You would never know.
And that's facts. And that's facts. So don't come up in here talking all that noise that you think you know football and you don't know nothing.
Nothing. Just come with your facts.
And if you even tried to come up in this panel, I got some bad news for you. I don't care who you are. If you don't know football, then you need to get the hell out. Then you need to
Heard
get
him.
the hell out of here. Because if you come up in here thinking you know football and who did you roast your ass, don't say I didn't warn you.
Don't say he didn't warn you. All we can do now is
I'm just
pray
giving,
for you.
I'm just letting them know. You come up here with that bullshit, it ain't gonna be pretty. I can guarantee you that.
Hey Jerry, I think you and me and the Who Dat Nation in this chat, I think we need to do one thing. Let's all close our eyes, put our hands together, and let's pray for the Fun family. I feel like we roasted them too hard. Lord, please give us the strength to not roast somebody that hard ever again. I think that was a little dirty, but Lord, you know he was asking for it, and I didn't mean to take it this far, Lord. But please give us the strength, and please give Fun Family the strength to make it out, and just give him the strength to look up his fast before he starts talking, Lord. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Oh, and let me say this. And you want to call Michael Thomas slant boy? I got news for you. If you a Falcon fan, I got news for you. Slant boy scored 2 touchdowns in Atlanta over them Falcons. That's your message as calling him slant boy. Slant boy scored 2 touchdowns on the Falcons. You're welcome.
Welcome. Hey, Jerry, we got somebody else waiting to hop on, and that is Eric Wallace. How you doing?
How you doing, hooray?
I'm doing good. How about you?
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good.
Wonderful. We roasted a certain individual, so we feeling good.
You know, we got to roast people that come in here and try to troll. That's all. You know, if you come in here, if you come in with your facts, I would respect you. If you come in with facts and you come in and be honest, if you just have the strength to hit that damn link and come on and tell me with your voice and tell me why you think these people are trash, why you think, then maybe I'll respect you a little bit more. But if you don't come with the facts and you don't come on the show and actually tell me and all you do is put, they trash, this person owns you. That just tells me you're in here trying to troll because you don't know football.
And let me put it like this. And if you're coming up in here with some bullshit, then this is not the place for you. Now, if you want to come in here and spit your facts about some football, I'll let you have it. But if you're coming up in here with that's not football related, this is not the place for you.
Yep. So Eric Wallace, you got anything you want to ask me or Jerry?
So is everybody ready for football this year?
Heck yeah, we are. I know we all ready. I'm ready for Sunday. I mean, it's only preseason.
Me too. Yeah,
it's only
preseason. Yeah, look, that's what I told Dog 17. I see he's in the chat. Shout out to my boy Dog 17. And I told him on Monday night on his channel that I mean, don't get too excited, Who Dat Nation. Yes, it's preseason. We're just happy to see our football team back on the field this coming weekend. We're just happy. We want to see what this New Orleans Saints team look like out there, as well as everybody else. But the New Orleans Saints, I want to see, and I think I heard Dennis Allen say he might be starting his starters on Sunday. I think that's what I heard. So that'd be fine because that'll give them a good start to see what this new Saints team look like.
Definitely. I'm kind of ready to see what this offense is going to look like. They said we will see a lot of Jameis Winston and Jake Haener, after we don't play our starters anymore. So that's good, too. We get to see Jameis get back to his form. Jake Haener, who's been killing in camp, we see what he looks like in, full speed.
Feel of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm ready to see. But, what was making me so happy, Jerry and Eric and everybody in the panel, what's making me so happy about this season and what's making me feel so good is that there's only one position, it's linebacker, that I'm really, really worried about. But and defensive end maybe, just add one more player. But other than that, everybody else so far, everything else, it's got so much depth and so many good players that can come after that player. If somebody was hurt, your third, fourth, fifth option is still good. That I feel like if one person goes down, I feel safe this year to say, damn, we lost because we didn't have the next man to step it up. I feel like this year in almost every position we got that, right? That's why we're looking for another linebacker just to be safe with the injuries, and another defensive end just in case. But other than that, I'm liking every, basically everything. The DB room is looking good. Um, you got your running back room looking good, the receiver room looking good, the tight end room looking good, the quarterback room looking good. The defensive line, like the defensive tackle itself, looks pretty good to me. It's just the defensive end I'm kind of like questioning because we're trying to figure out that we're hoping that these players become the next Cam Jordan. But other than that, in linebacker, everything is just like looking really good for us. So like just to say if Derek Carr was to get hurt, please knock on wood, we don't want him to get hurt. You still got Jameis, who's very familiar with your offense that can help, who's still a good quarterback. And then hearing in camp from everybody saying Jake Hayner is balling out in camp, looking really good. That is just such good news to hear, knowing that if something was to happen and we had to miss a few weeks with some people, we know we got the depth to help. And that's why I said I just can't wait for this football season. And to be honest with you, I just can't wait to see what our team does. And I'm ready to see us prove some teams wrong because it seems like for the first time in a while since Drew Brees left, this team has all been on the same page, and it seems like everybody's motivated and ready to prove everybody wrong. When last year, it didn't seem like we was real energized. It don't seem like we were all locked in. But this year, it just seems like we locked in. Like Nick Underhill and all of them even said, and I think Big Q said it too, right? Said that what's his name? Dennis Allen has been looking so much better with the press conference, doing his interviews. He's just looking more confident and just kind of telling you how it is now. And, I don't know, he just feels more confident. And then you see all the people he's bringing in, the people that are signing and, joining on in to come play with this team, with him as a coach, So everything is just falling into place. Now we just got to wait, right, and see what the season brings, see how everything goes. But now there's no excuses, right, for no Pete Carmichael, and there's no excuses for Dennis Allen because Dennis Allen, you got your quarterback now that you wanted. You got all of these people that we're signing for you. We got everything in place, and not only do we have everything in place, we're allowing John Gruden to come in here, help run some of this offense, draw some plays and coach up, and make sure Derek Carr's at his best, run some of the best plays that helped him succeed with Derek Carr. And to be honest with everybody, I think once his little thing goes away with with Roger Goodell over there, once he gets that situation solved, I think really strong. I say 99.9%. I really do think John Gruden will be part of this coaching staff this year sometime, whenever he gets that thing solved with Roger Goodell. I don't think he's going to be here this many times helping us out and be wearing all these Saints gear not to be helping in the future, But I'm super excited, Jerry. I'm definitely super excited.
I've been it. I'm beyond ecstatic, stoked, and ready to go.
Shoot, we
I
all
wait.
are.
I've waited ever since the Super Bowl ended. I'm waiting. I've been waiting for football season to return.
Definitely.
And no excuse to no offense to the USFL, the XFL. I mean, that's all right. But I'm talking about the NFL right now. Talking about some real football.
Definitely. And then the other thing I want to touch up on too, just to kind of give everybody my thoughts on it, because I think I touched on it one time a while back, but ever since we signed Jimmy Graham back, that was a good signing. A lot of people are saying, well, can he even make the team? To be honest with y'all, I do think Jimmy Graham's going to make the team. Not only because, he can still, he can still play, but he's going to bring that veteran leadership and help, coach some of these tight ends up. And I don't know if anybody's been listening to a lot of these interviews lately, at the camp. Jawan Johnson been talking heavily about Jimmy Graham, talking about how he's helping him do a lot of different things, telling him things that he didn't know about, trying to help him. Basically, they're trying to turn him into the next Jimmy Graham, and I'm not going to lie, Jawan Johnson has the tools, the speed, the weight, the height. He's got it all. He got the size to do that. Um, you know, He just needs some of that coaching, and I think with Jimmy Graham being there to basically help him out through this season, I can see Juwan Johnson becoming in that top 10, tight end room um, in the NFL. I can see that coming. So, yes, I do think Jimmy Graham makes it, and I'm glad to have him and his veteran leadership, to help out that tight end room, especially with a guy like Foster Moreau, too. And I try to tell people, too, I think Jimmy Graham is going to be used a lot in the red zone, for his big body, throw it up in the air and hope he comes down with it, type of touchdown. I can see them using him for that still, because that man's still 6'7". He's still in great shape. So I think you're going to use him in certain situations, and that's why they brought him back, not only for
Yeah.
that, but for his leadership. So there's so many things that
Right.
I'm just ready to go test out and go look. Like, I don't. I can definitely see them using Jimmy Graham a lot in the preseason to see if he's still Jimmy Graham, um, and certain stuff like that. So I'm ready to see what this Saints team's going to do. But the question is, are we going to bring anybody else in now for any visits and stuff, because Kareem Hunt, Anthony Barr did not sign. Doesn't mean they're not going to sign. Don't mean they're going to come back. But if they don't, is there anybody else the Saints are looking at? Like today, one of the names that popped out that didn't go to the Saints was Clowney, right? Defensive end Clowney. He went and visited the Ravens today. He didn't sign, but he did visit. So will the Ravens sign him? If not, would the Saints be interested in maybe going after a guy like Clowney or somebody like that to add another edge rusher to the end? Another name, I think he wasn't on, Twitter or nothing today, but I think he's a free agent still, is Melvin Ingram. He still ain't a bad edge rusher. He's getting a little bit older, but, put him on the other side of Cam. I think they both can still make some noise together. So the question is, will the Saints do anything and try to bring anybody else in? Because you just brought in Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr, and they didn't sign with you. So are you still going to bring in more people and give them workouts to see what these other players can bring to the table? And to be honest with you, if I was the Saints, I would bring in more running backs, defensive ends, and linebackers and all that. Bring them in for a tryout and a visit, um, to basically put pressure on Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr to show them like, hey, you left. You're the one that didn't want to sign your contract with us because you got other offers and all that. We understand. So we're bringing in some more people. We're bringing them in. And, once they see that we got more people coming in that spot to visit, they might look at it and be like, you know what? I know I got other offers and other teams, but I think the Saints was the team I really wanted to play for. It's my best chance at, having a side at the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, having the best shot of showing them that I can play again, stuff like that. So I need to go sign there and get signed with them ASAP before. But if we just sit tight and don't invite anybody else, it's gonna make us look really funny, because then they can take their time and do whatever they want. So, like Chemo Slice says, linebacker is a must. Yes, is a
Yeah,
must for us.
I agree with you, Chemo. Now, Hooded, the reason why I was looking forward to Kareem Hunt being signed by the Saints, because I'm sure you all heard this past weekend, one of our running backs, Benjamin, he's out for the season. And I thought bringing in Kareem Hunt is going to help along with Kamara, because we all know he got a 3-game suspension, and so I'm cool with that. And then you got Jamal Williams and you got Kendre Miller. And I was thinking adding Hunt to that is going to help develop in that running back room. That's why when Benjamin got hurt and he's out for the rest of the season, Hunt coming in, even though if we signed him, was going to be a good addition to this team. That's what I was looking for. But like you said, they came in for a visit, and now I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next. They said they were expected to sign this guy, but it didn't happen.
Definitely. And guess what? We got somebody else, Jerry, weighing in the bet that we're going to bring on. And guess what, Jerry? Is one of our favorite famous person out there. It's our brother who can sing that song. You can have
You can
whatever
have
you
whatever
like.
you like.
T.I., baby. Let's bring on our boy T.I., a.k.a. Slim Cell 504.
Slim South 504. Come
What's
on,
up?
man.
What's up, family? How y'all doing?
You lie.
We're doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm hanging in. I'm chilling. What's going on?
Let me ask you this: was you in here earlier when we roasted somebody, or you came in a little later?
No, I'm just coming in. I'm late. What's going on?
Okay.
What happened?
Are you good? This we just had a little another guy that I seen for the first time. His name was the Fun Family. Comes in here, telling everybody what's up. Hey, how y'all doing? And then randomly comes in here while I'm talking about my team and says Kamara's trash. Michael Thomas is a
No,
broken glass T-bone, whatever the fuck he said, slant boy. He said Lattimore is owned by DK Metcalf, and he said that
what?
Derek Carr is mid, and he said the
Oh, you
Saints is
talking all
trash.
kind of noise,
Oh,
man.
all kind of noise. And then I ran him out of here because he didn't say one more word after that. I was basically telling him, come with your facts and all that. But, like, what you think of that when you hear somebody saying Kamara's trash, when they say Lattimore is owned by DK, when they say Michael Thomas is a slant boy, and Derek Carr is mid, and they say the Saints are just trash? That sounds like somebody that don't know football and they just trying to troll, right?
That's just something that you can't take serious at all.
Hey,
They
Hoodie.
don't.
Yes.
Let me fill in what you were saying.
I wish I was here for that, man.
Sola, who that?
Bro, he was talking all kind of noise. And see, this is what happens. This is what I do to trolls. Slim South. When they come up in here talking all kind of noise, I'm like a bully. I roast their asses away. When Hoodie start off roasting them, I do the finish. He started, I finish it. See them trolls, they know what I do. They want to come in here and talk all kind of noise, but when I come up in here, it's a whole different story. I'm like the big bad wolf. I'll blow your ass out.
Hey, y'all saw what Pammy said, huh? Pammy said, I'm glad I wasn't in here, y'all. Your mama's trash.
Ain't Tammy right? They come up to say stuff like that. You can't take nobody like that serious at all.
Yeah.
That's
why I said I would respect you more and wouldn't roast you as much as I roasted him earlier. If you just click that link, come with the facts, and just tell me straight up why you think Kamara's trash. Why you think
I think we did run him away.
The fact that he said that DK Metcalf's own Marshawn Lattimore. What? Oh my, no! I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
That's somebody that don't know football, Slim. They already know.
Definitely.
That's why I say I'm like a big bad whoop. I'm a bully. I'll blow your ass out.
hey, Slim South.
With no hesitation. With no problem.
What's up?
I wanted to ask you this, Slim. What was your thought today when you found out that, oh shit, the Saints are expected to sign both Kareem Hunt and Anthony Barr, and you going through the hours, you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait them to say they officially signed their contracts. 6 hours later, they saying, oh well, by the way, we found out some twisted news that Kareem Hunt actually got a call and a bigger offer from the coach before he even stepped on the field, so he left and was only as a visit. But the visit did go good with the Saints, he said. So he's going to go to the coach and see what they got to offer. And then basically a few minutes later, Anthony Barr also depart today without having a contract signed. And he did say he had other teams interested in him, and he's gonna go, do some more visits in the near future. And I'm like, what? So what was your start today?
My first thought, I was like, okay, there will be some solid moves, right? They signed with the Saints. But my main thought was like, this is the same rodeo we've been through before. Like, you get these big name free agents coming to the Saints to visit, but they use the Saints as leverage to get other teams interested, and that's what wound up happening. So I wasn't surprised by it, and I'm not mad also. So it is what it is,
Yep, it is what it is.
Hey, Hoodie, before we go any further, I don't know if some of y'all saw the video that TJ Jones did on his channel. Matter of fact, shouts out to TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. Today is his birthday, so we want to
happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear TJ Jones. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you. Yeah, everybody put happy birthday in the chat for TJ Jones,
Shout out to
man. Everybody.
TJ.
Shout out to
Hey,
TJ Jones,
by
the
the way,
host.
Mr. G, Mr. GQ232, I think you tried to click on the link and come back here and then you left. Click on that link, I'll bring you on. I seen you back here for a second. Come hop on.
Yeah.
Come toss some Saints football with us.
Yeah, I just want to give a special shout out to TJ, man. He mentioned on his video that it was his birthday, so we want to give a big shout out to him.
But can I throw an idea at y'all? What y'all think about bringing in Leonard Fournette a fair contract?
The question is, can he get a loan though? That's the question. Can he get a loan?
Right, you right about that.
You know, because remember he got in a fight with our defense a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see the Deuce ain't here no more, so you know.
Yeah. CD ain't here anymore. That's a fact.
No, he ain't here no
more. That was the main guy. Because I had a feeling like, you know, that Kareem Hunt especially. I thought we were going to land. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought we was gonna get Anthony Barr. I thought we was gonna actually sign him, but I'm not surprised by Kareem Hunt though. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Hey, Slim Self. Hey, Slim. I told this to everybody on Twitter. I told this and other people's, YouTubes and stuff like that. And you missed it earlier, but tell me this. Tell me this wouldn't have been sick, okay? AK suspended for the first 3 games. So you signed Kareem Hunt. And, Benjamin got hurt too, so that's why you signed Kareem for depth. And people was commenting on Twitter and all that. Okay, cool. If Kareem Hunt gets signed, what we do? They said, what you going to do with all this running back talent, right? And I said, okay, well, let me tell you what you're going to do. So this is what I told my chat earlier, and tell me if you like it. So we got Derek Carr lined up in the shotgun formation, right? Jamal Williams to your left, lined up to his left in shotgun formation, and to the right you got Kareem Hunt lined up, in the shotgun formation. In the slot, who can take advantage of any safety and linebacker? You got who? Alvin Kamara in the slot. Then on the outside, you got Michael Thomas and Chris Olave, or if you really want to be, fast and be a little greedy, put Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave on the outside with their speed. And tell me who's stopping that formation. You got 2 running backs in the backfield that can easily receive out the backfield or run it really well. And then you got AK in the slot who you got to watch, who's a problem playmaker. And then you still got your playmakers on the outside with Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, or Rashid Shaheed. Like, who's stopping that type of formation? Like, that would be a perfect. And I said, that's just one play I'm talking about. And you can do many different type of plays with that type of formation. You can do an RPO, make it seem like you're going to run it. You can make it seem like you're gonna go fake it to the outside, like 2 little screens to the outside to each running back, and then kick it off to a guy like AK who was in the slot and ran the route. There's so many things you can do with that. And I told people this too, Slim. It's never too many. Remember that saying. It's never too many.
Of course. You can never have too many.
Marley Marl, to answer your question, no, we did not sign Anthony Barr. No, we didn't.
He has an interest from other teams. But you can never have too many, Hood. I absolutely agree with you, especially our Saints. We always have a bad history of injury. So you can never have too much talent in your building. So I absolutely agree with you.
Yep.
Slim, you did bring up a good point right there and I said this even before training camp started. My prayer is no injuries from this team. None. 0, zilch, nada. Look what we got now. That injury list almost looked like a grocery list for you to go to the store. I mean, dude, it's like from the top down to the bottom. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God. Look, one day somebody get injured. Another day, somebody else get injured. And then another. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Football, baby. That's what happens.
I know, but in this dangerous heat we've been dealing with every damn day.
Oh, you ain't lying. It's been so hot, man.
Dude. Man, this ain't no laughing joke, bro.
But I'm going to say this, and I know this might sound crazy, but I'd rather the injuries now than later.
Yeah, that I can agree on. I can agree with you on that, Slam.
especially like come December, like November, December. That's when you want to be the healthiest, and that's when you want to play good.
But I'm like, would you highlight that for me, please? I want to see that.
Which one?
The one from highlight this saying from Marley Marl before Rose City. I want them to see it. Yep, that's the one.
Oh
Says
my
about the
God.
Falcons like the dudes in Montgomery.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw that.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't see all what happened, but I did see the
man.
highlight of it. Oh my God, what them fellas was in full force that day, bro.
Mr.
That
G
video was crazy.
Q said next time I'll get on. It's relaxed time right now. Wifey will get mad. Okay. Well, tell your wife we're sorry we didn't, try to interrupt y'all relax time.
Yeah.
450 Red Zone
It's
said
all
why
love,
all of
Mr.
a
G.
sudden Mr. 450 Red Zone wanted to know why all of a sudden running backs markets just fouled. There's no respect for them. I know lately there's no respect, but I think it's just because the NFL, like, to be honest with y'all, look at the NFL this year. There's gonna be no teams, I don't think, that's just gonna get blown the hell out because everybody's got talent now. Like, there's so much talent coming into the NFL. Like, you can pick some running back that went undrafted and he can be the next star. Like, there's so many people that are so talented. Like like us, we got so many people on this roster that's so talented that some of them not gonna even make the roster and can go start for a different roster if they wanted to. And that's how crazy the NFL is getting. So I don't know. That's why the market's going off. The market's falling. They just feel like, hey, we can go get somebody out of college or, in free agent, they'll run just as good. I don't know, but people are getting disrespected for 50 Red Zone. I do agree. I do think a lot of these running backs are getting disrespected.
Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with Miss Barber was saying. The running back value has been steadily decreasing for some years now. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Miss Barber.
Because I'm gonna answer that. Because now it's a bigger passing game now, more than running game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to air it out now.
Yeah. See, that's the thing right there, Slim. When we was coming up watching football, you always had that balance. You always had that balance
Exactly.
mentality. Because and I used to say this all the time. I used to say it with Big Q and TJ and WD and Chatline and Dolph 17, all the Saints channels I go to. I tell them this: you mix your runs with your pass. That's called a balanced team. Sometimes, if you want to do maybe a couple of rushes, maybe do a couple of passes. You mix that up. That's what makes a balanced football team. I've seen that with different teams like Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Kansas City, Buffalo, New England. All of them, they all do the same. They all have that basic balance mentality. They always mix their runs with their pass. I always see that. And the Saints do the exact same thing. They mix you do that. Hey, you're unstoppable if you be balanced that way.
Right. Totally.
Okay, y'all. So I'm looking on Twitter. Let me go pull this up real quick for y'all because I was looking at it on my phone, but let me look at it on here. Watch. Yeah, everybody knows Jeff Duncan.
Shorty Duncan.
Yeah, some people call him that. So Jeff Duncan just posted this.
I mean, no, mad respect to Jeff Duncan and to what's the other guy? Mike Detillier, both and Christian Garrett, all of them. They show up, but they know they Saints football. I got to give it to them. I got to give it to them. Mad respect to them.
He did put this just 23 minutes ago. He said, "From what I'm hearing, I will be surprised if the Saints sign Anthony Barr." So it sounds like he's not coming back with the way it sounds. He said, "From what I'm hearing, I would be surprised if the Saints signed them." So he'll be really surprised if the Saints ever did sign Anthony Barr from Jeff Duncan. So I wonder, what kind of news they hearing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised much either.
And that's why I'm
But
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick. That's why I wish we would have paid Caden Ellis, but you know how that goes.
yeah, we know. We
Definitely. By the way, 450 red zone is 100% true with this. I'm not that old, but I do know if you got a running game, you can win football
I'm
games.
almost 40. I'll be 40 next year, so
I'll be 40 in January.
Oh man, you have me beat.
Oh, Slim. You know what I can add?
But that last comment, he what's that 450 red zone?
450.
I agree with you on that because I don't know how old you guys are, but 80% teams that run the ball in the 80, 90 end up winning the game. Facts. Because they love to run the ball. They love running the ball.
To the flip side of that, it depends on your defense too. You had to have a defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
you could
like take for example, all these great running backs that you see in the past, like take Jim Brown for example, and Walter Payton and Barry Sanders and Gale Sayers and Eric Dickerson, those guys, Jerome Bettis, Emmitt Smith. Any running back you name, they did out of that comment you just said. They did everything.
I'm gonna say this too, OG. I'm gonna say this too. Alvin Kamara changed the game. Now you got a running back that can catch the ball like a wide receiver now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you got more. And not only that, remember when Reggie Bush did that same thing too.
Right.
Yeah. Darren Sproles, you name it.
Oh, by the way, you could add to this conversation too, like, what's making a running back, value go down even more too. Y'all want me to explain that to y'all too, that I see? It's not only becoming more of a passing game, right? A lot more quarterbacks are passing. A lot of the running backs, they want, receiving backs instead of, just pounding down the throat backs. That's not just the case too. Just know that this league is turning into wanting
down the throat.
they want the scrambling quarterbacks now, like Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and stuff. That is their running back now, basically. So once all these quarterbacks are gone, like the older quarterbacks, like once you get Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, once you get those type of quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford, once you get those quarterbacks out of there that ain't running anymore, and you see all these young guys that can run out the pocket and stem plays and all that, that's why you're probably not seeing that many good running backs anymore getting value like they should, because they want receiving backs and they looking at their quarterbacks now saying he can scramble just as good as my running back. That's my running back right there. Plus, we're going to use him a lot because he's a quarterback. We need him to pass too. So, I think that's why a lot of that shit is going down. And people just don't want to pay anymore. They're like, why waste money? Why give you a big 60, 70, $80 million contract just because you balled out? Yeah, you balled out, but guess what? Now I can sign somebody else that's draft me somebody that can perform just as good and that's way healthier. So I mean, like they said, it's a job, it's a professional thing. You can go perform and bust your ass off, just like Zeke Elliott, right? Busted his ass off, got him a contract, and look, he already got pushed out because he got used too much.
That's a fact.
That is facts.
That is a fact.
If you're not built like Derrick Henry, then you're not gonna make it in the league. After getting hit too much. If you're not built like a Derrick Henry can still perform at a very high level after being used all season long as the main man, because that man is just built different.
Don't we see him week 1?
Yeah, we see him week 1.
Oh my goodness.
And D-Hop, remember D-Hop went there too. So
yeah. Uh-huh.
And the Tulane running back, Tajay Spears.
Tajay Spears. Yeah. Yeah, we hopefully we'll be ready. But I was also hearing something, I think it was yesterday, that Shaheed gonna be out maybe for the next few weeks, but 100% come Sunday, September the 10th at 12 o'clock versus Tennessee, he'll be ready.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it.
Yeah, 450 red zone. That's what I was just saying about the mobile quarterbacks. But yeah, he said, "Do y'all notice that mobile quarterbacks get drafted over pocket quarterbacks nowadays?" Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
they want that
definitely.
mobility. They want that person that can extend the play, that can get out the pocket. I understand from that point of view. Like me, I would like a quarterback that can run out the pocket and stuff. But I'm not mad with a guy like Derek Carr. Derek Carr, because if you can protect him and all that, he's gonna eat you apart because he's a pocket passer. He can digest, and he can kill you at quarterback. If you give him the time. But nowadays, if you look at it, a lot of defensive end players, a lot of these defensive players are so damn quick and athletic that they can just fly
Mm-hmm.
right past these big guys that you got. Like, to be honest with you, you know how you go to high school and you watch some of these kids, and most of these kids on the defensive line and offensive line are not even that big anymore, but they kind of like skinny, but they tall and just a little bit bigger than the other ones. So that's why they got put on the offensive line, because that's the only position they can really play, but they don't even look like an offensive lineman to me. Eventually, that's what the league might turn into one day. Just having smaller people because, now that's fat, but, I'm talking about like being in like a tight end shape, lining up at offensive line, because you got to have somebody with that quickness, because
Right.
everybody else is so damn athletic and fast. They're going to go right past you, big butt. That's what it's
Right.
turning into. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, I don't even know a big man gonna be able to play football anymore
Especially
unless you
now
got
you
the
have
quick feet.
Yeah.
right now you have more mobile quarterbacks, so you have to get quick enough.
Yeah,
Oh
you gotta
yeah.
get them.
Absolutely.
So I don't know. Let's see who else we got up in here saying some stuff. I see Tim
Yeah,
Gunn's
I
in
was
here.
yeah, I see Philly Phil saying what Brian Westbrook did that on the Eagles. I said, yep. Yeah, I remember.
Sidney Cox, no, nobody has signed Dalvin Cook yet. He's still out there.
No, he's still out there. I think last I heard, I think Dalvin Cook was visiting Miami, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I
Mm-hmm.
think. Yeah. But I don't know where else he went after he visited uh, Miami.
And the rumor is he was supposed to
Four,
visit the Jets, but I don't know.
450 Red Zone said, I am a Giants fan and a New Yorker, but I love
New
Michael
York.
Thomas. Can he shine this year? Yeah, if he stay healthy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If he stay fully healthy, then yes.
Yep, he needs to stay healthy.
And to be honest, he has so much help now. He don't have to dominate anymore. That's the
To
thing.
be honest, yeah. To be honest, you
Yeah,
really don't, because
I agree with you,
people's gonna have to
Slim.
worry about they're gonna have to worry about AK again. They're gonna have to worry about Chris Olave. They're gonna have to worry about
Yep.
Rasheed Shaheed, Jawan Johnson. They're gonna have to worry about more people than
Jimmy
just one.
Graham, Foster Moreau.
Yeah, they're gonna have to worry about
You,
Jamal Williams.
yep.
Jawan Johnson,
Derek
look
Carr,
out.
Taysom Hill. Yeah. But that dude been killing it at practice lately. Johnson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, anybody, especially you 450 Red Zone, if you are new to the channel, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button for me. But anybody else that's new, just hit that subscribe button for me if you don't mind. Also, if y'all haven't already, hit that like button. Also, if you want to, turn your notification bells on, so whenever we do go live or post any videos, y'all can be one of the first ones to get the notifications and just pop on in and show some love to the channel. So if y'all don't mind,
Oh
hit the
yeah.
subscribe button, like I said, if
Hit
y'all are
it.
new. Yeah.
Yep. Subscribe to Hooded Jude, the hardest working man on the planet when it comes to Saints news.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I'll be working my booty off. I'm gonna say the nice version.
Hey.
I'm not gonna say the dirty version. I'm gonna say my booty.
Now you want to keep it smooth.
But
Yes, indeed.
But
Wow.
let me ask some of y'all. I think in the next day or two, you know what, I lied. I say Thursday. This is what I'm gonna ask y'all for Thursday, which is I do everything on this channel and the Pro Media Network for Big Q.
Mhm.
I thinking for Thursday's topic, I want to see if everybody's down with it. What y'all think of this topic? We're gonna, and I'm gonna let everybody come on the show too. I'm gonna let all y'all come on, and we're gonna create and predict our first 53-man roster this year. And who's gonna make the practice squad? What y'all say? We try to predict
I'm
on who
cool
we
with
think's gonna
that.
make it with all the people we got. Have everybody
Hey,
on talk.
That sounds
let's
like
go.
fun.
Oh yeah,
Because one thing
yeah.
I can say about Dennis Allen, he not scared to go after any players
Oh,
Nope.
okay.
at all.
No,
That's
I
right.
agree with you.
Sean Payton,
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
over.
Just all right.
Yes, over 450 foot. He said, "I'm already
I'm already
subscribed because
subscribed
my crazy
because my
chick is a
crazy
Saints fan
chicken
from
is
New
so fair.
Orleans, living here in these coasts."
let's go.
Hey,
Who that
hey,
to?
look. I shared this with somebody. I mean, no, it don't matter what city or state you're from, but if you representing the Who Dat Nation, I don't care if you in the United States. I don't care if you're in Africa or South America or Brazil or United Kingdom, Japan, Australia, wherever you come from. If you repping that black and gold, that says it all.
But I'm gonna say this too on to Hood's point, to Hood's channel, man. If you represent any team, you welcome. Just keep it respectful. We're gonna show you some love anyway.
That's right. And,
But I'm gonna say
let me
this.
say,
Let me say this real quick. Don't
what?
come in here acting stupid. You got to come in here knowing what you're talking about. You got to know football. And
Thank you,
shout
sir.
out to the Queens. Shout out to the Queens. They know some football too. We love y'all.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Shouts out to our ladies out there because they know. I'm telling you, they send out straight facts.
Hold up. Go down, Hoodie.
Which
Go
one?
down one comment. After Queen Pamit. Read that.
Let's see. So Saints fans
Saints
are too
fans are
loud
too
and
loud. What?
she love to scream when you score. Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's right.
I'm not.
You love our
That's
black
right.
and gold.
That's right. And you said it best because when they score a touchdown, I just picture it. 450 red zone. If you come down to New Orleans and you come to that Superdome and you see all the Saints fans, even their opponents' fans, when they score a touchdown, you can imagine how loud that Superdome is going to be when they score a touchdown. Trust me, because I've been in there several times and I know.
Yep.
I mean, you might want to bring your earbuds. You might want to bring your headphones. Everything you need to protect your ears. Because when you step up in there, when they score a touchdown or go for the game winner, I promise you, bruh, you will never miss anything. I'm telling you.
Yep. And we got Miss Megan in here. She said, "Hey fam," on the heart nest, but wanted to drop a who dat to y'all. So who dat to you, Miss Meg?
Megan.
Fair unit.
And Joshua
From
is in here
down
as well.
under.
Joshua Johnson, who
under.
dat to you?
Shout out to Megan.
Shout out to
Joshua
Megan,
Johnson. So who dat to Joshua Johnson? And also, guess who's in here? We got the Metric Thomas. He's back, but he's a supporter, so don't roast him. Don't roast him. He's a supporter.
We'll let you
It's
slide.
all love.
Let him slide.
All
Let him
love.
It's
slide.
all love.
I mean, he a op, but we show you love too. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Much love to you.
Well, yeah, we show love to you, man. But hey, when week what's it when we played them week 11 or 12? No, it's 12. We got a bye week on
Atlanta. The Atlanta. Let me stop. I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna start.
No, I'm not gonna start either.
I'm not gonna start.
But I'm feeling it.
Jerry, you better get that feeling out of it. You better get that feeling out of it.
You know. Yeah, we'll treat them nice. We'll treat them all right. But when week 12 and 18 come, it's gonna be a different story.
Oh yeah.
Hey, 450 Red Zone says, seriously, I get annoyed
we cool
with my girl because when Ava Kamara scores a touchdown, my neighbors get mad too.
That's right. Let them know.
Yeah, let them know. Let them know. Scream at the top of your lungs, baby.
And look at that. He said, honestly, I started to sow love because of Drew Brees. I love that quarterback. Yeah, we miss him.
Number 9.
We
Yeah.
miss number 9, man. The greatest of all time, to be honest with you. He's my
And I
favorite of
still
all
got
time.
it. And I
Still miss
still
him.
got the jersey. I still got the Drew Brees jersey.
And Miss Megan with a $5 bond. She said, if you think the Saints are loud, you never heard the Seattle 12 with a $5 bond.
Megan,
They be loud.
we know about the 12th man up there in Seattle. We know about that. But see, y'all got it outside. We have it inside.
Y'all stadium is built for that noise. I know. But much love to you, Megan.
Many times we played against Seattle, we know.
Mm-hmm.
And no lie, and no lie to Seattle, they loud too, but we louder.
I love it.
We get loud like crazy.
By the way, everybody,
that's in our DNA, baby. Let's go.
Don't know how true this is. I'm gonna share this with y'all on my screen real quick. Everybody knows if y'all watch Fox 8 News, Mr. Sean that does, the sports. He put tight end JP Holtz is signing with the Saints per sources, and he just posted that out a few minutes ago. Don't know how true this is, but he does work for Fox 8. And I don't think he will post something that's false, but Nick Underhill hasn't posted yet, but we will see. But everybody knows JP Holtz. He's a tight end that comes in and out of camp and comes on the practice squad and stuff like that. So somebody posted down here, and it made me laugh. He said, Saints legend JP Holtz is back, and posted this video.
Yes, indeed. What did he say? What?
Oh, man, why they did that? Why did they do that?
No, that's our Who That Nation. That's our Who That Nation.
Man.
Hey, man.
Oh, I love it.
We know.
Derek L. Who that?
Derek L.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yes, it is.
He said, Mr. GQ said, Red Zone, you might as well be a Saints fan. Shit, you love too many players, and I can't even name one on the Giants that I love, and I'm in Jersey. He lives in New Jersey.
See what I'm talking about?
Hold on, Mr. G. Hold on, Mr. G. Look, he can become a Saints fan and he can be a Giants fan, okay? But let me be honest. I know some players on the Giants, okay? And by the way, I think y'all gonna be a good team. Y'all gonna shock a lot of people again, like y'all did last year. Y'all added Darren Waller, who I like.
That was a steal.
I like Saquon.
He made that dude look famous that night.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley. I like. A lot of people hate on Daniel Jones. I don't think he's that bad. I think Daniel Jones is gonna do it. I like y'all. I forgot the head coach name, but I love the new head coach. Really great first year with the Giants. Y'all receivers. I want to see more of what's his name, Jalen Hyatt. I think his name was from Tennessee that y'all signed. He's been killing it in camp. That boy's been killing it. And guess what? Everybody thought he was going to be a first or second round. And everybody thought they were going to get him. Giants got him in the steal in like the third round.
Yeah,
that dude is killing in camp too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he was gonna be a Saint.
Is his name Jalen Hyatt or something like that? 450. If you can remind me, is it Jalen Hyatt
from Tennessee? That's it.
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. So
yeah, I heard that. I heard that dude been killing it too, man.
Yeah, so those are some of my favorite players right now from like the like I said, no matter how many people, and how many teams we might hate, like we don't like the Falcons, Panthers, and the Bucks, right? Because that's in our division. We don't like them, but there are players that we do like from their teams. Like if you go look at the Falcons, we do like Hayden Ellis, who they took. We like David Adamato, who they took. We do like guys like a Calais Campbell, a legend at D tackle. You like guys like Jesse Bate, a safety who was good with the Bengals. They got players that you like that you say, okay, I like them, but I just don't like the team they on. But I think every team I can name players. I can name players on every team that I do like to watch and see. Like if my Saints say playing in this, I don't know. Let's say his Giants. It's his Giants versus the Cowboys. I might not be cheering for them teams, but there's people that are like. When I go to the Cowboys, I don't like people. how they disrespect Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, they finally say is a top 10 quarterback. But I tell people too, like I always say, I always like Dak Prescott. I think he always gets disrespected. But I always tell people this too: if you're gonna put Dak Prescott in that top 10, then maybe I need to look at this. And I'm gonna say it again. Look at that. Look at that. If Dak Prescott's the top 10, then I think Derek Carr's the top 10 too. Then please prove me wrong. Derek Carr's got I said Derek Carr. Derek Carr's got better numbers than Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott's been having weapons his whole career and a great defense, while Derek Carr hasn't. And everybody say he's a top 10 over Derek Carr. But look at the stats. I'm just saying, just look at the stats. Okay? That's all I ask people to do. Just
Derek
look at
Carr
it.
just got screwed. He just got screwed in Vegas.
Jalen Hurts from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's him. I know. I thought I thought the Saints was gonna get him. He was high on my draft board.
Yeah.
Especially if we got the wide receivers coordinator. He's from Tennessee, right? So that's why I'm like, that might be a good match down here.
Yeah. Jalen Hyatt, that's what he said. Yep, so that was him. He said the speed star.
Yo, 450. Yo, 450. Do the Saints play the Giants this year, I think?
Yeah, it's in week 15.
I think we played. Oh, okay. See you week 15, 450.
Yeah, we play them after we play Carolina at home.
Oh, see you week 15, 450.
Now those are the 3 games at home that we got after we play the Falcons, because we got Detroit. I think it's week 13, Carolina week 14 at home, and the Giants week 15.
Okay, let's go.
That's staying home right there.
Hey Jerry, and Slim South, hear me out on this one. So look, I just thought about this. Hey, 450 red zone. Hear me out on this one, okay? Remember how we always, my boy Mr. GQ was like, I can't even name a player that I love, and I'm from New Jersey, so you might as well just, you can be a Saints fan too. I do want to share this with you, 450, because this happened a while back ago, and I just wanted to let you know we was having an argument, I think 2 years ago, about maybe trading for a guy like Saquon Barkley, who I like, and I think you're gonna laugh because I made a little song out of it. Tell me if you like it, 450.
Oh man,
I got a feeling that you don't like Saquon Barkley.
No,
you
that's not
don't
the
like Saquon Barkley. You don't like Saquon Barkley. Yeah.
I have one on record.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's when you had to break it down to Aaron. Shout out to Big.
Yeah.
Breakdown podcast.
And I was and when Hoodie was playing that, I'm like, there's no way the Giants are gonna let Saquon go. There's no way.
No way.
No way.
Like, ain't no way.
So 450 red zone. So just to explain to you, I made that song because we had about 4 or 5 of us on Aaron's show, which is the B&G Breakdown podcast. And I was on his show. We was talking about it 2 years ago about, the Saints maybe trading for a guy like Saquon Barkley, because he was kind of injury prone for y'all, though. He finally had a good season. They wasn't sure they were going to pay him or not. So I went on his show and we was all talking and arguing about it. And one of the guys were arguing with them for a while. And I told him, I said, hold on, y'all. I said, the only way Aaron's going to understand is by telling him in a different way. And that's singing like this. And then that's when I got that song. I got a feeling that you don't, because he was trying to act like we didn't need Saquon.
Barkley.
I remember that. That was funny.
He said, that would never happen. He said, ha. He said, laugh out loud. That would never happen. That would be crazy, though.
No, that was funny.
Yeah,
but just imagine if the Saints would have get Saquon Barkley.
And put him
that would be something to see.
That'd be scary.
Along with Kamara and Williams. Oh my God. Imagine that it is now Hoodie, you probably remember this, and Slim, you probably remember this too. Remember that Super Bowl year that we won? We had 4 running backs. We had 4. I'm talking about Pierre Thomas, Reggie Bush, Mike Bell.
And wasn't that on Robinson? Sutton Robinson?
Kyrie Robinson.
Yeah, I think it was him or somebody else that looked just like him.
It was somebody. It was like a fourth running back. I know
It
it
wasn't
was
Cadet.
Bell.
Might not have been Cadet.
It could have been Cadet.
Not might be Cadet. I don't know.
Anybody remember the fourth? Anybody remember the fourth running back?
But I know Thomas and Bush and Bell.
Yeah.
I don't know who that fourth running back was. I don't know if we had a fourth running back on.
It wasn't.
I know we had one in 2011. I know it was Thomas, Chris Ivory, Bush, and Julius Jones.
What year?
It was 2011.
Darren Sproles. Was it Darren Sproles?
No, I think Darren Sproles was still playing with. I think he was playing for us too. I can't remember. But I remember
2013. That might have been 2013.
Might have been 2013 because I think he was still with the Chargers at that time. I can't no, because I think Sproles came in. I think in 12. I think I can't remember.
Oh, by the way, I know I was talking to 450 Red Zone a lot. 450 Red Zone, I gotta ask you a question about this, okay? I know you're probably gonna hate me asking you this question because you're a Giants fan, but this is why I'm asking you because you are a Giants fan. I wanted to know, as a Giants fan,
thank you, Greg.
What was your start?
Yeah.
What was your start, man, when you seen Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, running down that field, about to score a touchdown all alone, and the man just trips on his own foot. I need to know what was your reaction when you seen that as a Giants fan. 450. I just need to know. I'm not trying to make fun of him. Not trying to make fun of no Giants. I just need to know what was your reaction. You know, what was your reaction during that? Because when I seen that, I'm like, oh my God, Daniel, you effed it up, bro.
Lord.
So he said. Let's see. Me too. I was very angry when you guys drafted Chris Olave. I love his smooth route run. Okay, so he's saying he wanted Chris Olave drafted. Okay.
He wanted Chris Olave. Yeah, I know, but hey, when I heard that was the year I never will forget because I think the Saints were like at number 17 or something in the draft in 2021, and it was last year. I think New Orleans was in like number 16 or 17 if I remember, but they traded up to 11 to get Chris Olave. And when they say with the Washington traded they pick to New Orleans, and they said with the 11th pick in the 2022 NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints select wide receiver Chris Olave from Ohio State. I'm like, whoa!
I wasn't surprised.
Dude, I reacted when TJ Jones did his watch party, draft party on his channel. I was happy. I was happy.
Yeah, so we're
457. You could have heard the reaction in there in that watch party, that live stream, because it was epic.
Hey, I know y'all see this, huh? I know y'all see his response to my question.
Like
I said, from White Boy Jones can run. He was running his ass off all right. I got to give it to him.
Oh, by the way, Mr. GQ said it's Cadet, so it was Cadet. That was the fourth one.
Oh, okay.
I feel it was Chevelle's Cadet. I remember him. Saints had some pretty good running backs.
We always had good running backs. Remember we had Kyrie Robinson. We had
Kyrie Robinson.
Chris
Yep.
Iver.
Those dudes ran hard.
You talking about running like Pierre Thomas and Deuce McAllister and those guys. Them guys were big and they would run all over your ass.
Right.
Straight up.
By the way, I know everybody heard this video a bunch of times, over the preseason, after we signed this player. But, we're about to have our first preseason game Sunday. They said we're gonna see most of the starters play, so we should be see everybody, probably for the first few drives to see how everything goes. So let's just get pumped up for football season and let's hear this guy talk one more time. Because he's a great, great motivator, even though a lot of people think he's really funny.
I give up. Do not feel like you're tired. When you tired, think of last year and think of that fucking record. Every time I get tired or I think I can't go no more, I think of that fucking record. That ain't us. We can make it. We gotta believe. We gotta be mentally strong. When we tired, that's when we gotta put our fundamentals together. That's when we gotta be more focused. When we tired, look across the field and see how tired they are. That should give you more effort. Be like, I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna get fundamentally strong. Everybody's great when they're not tired. The champions is when they tired, that's when the real champions come out. That's when that real dog come out. Because if you go piss like a puppy, stay on the porch and let the big dogs eat. Let them on the fucking field. Have some heart. I get emotional about this. I'm about to cry because I care about y'all. Last year wasn't it.
Woo!
Wow.
And now we got that in the locker room.
You know what? I think Jamal Williams, after he did that speech, you remember how Demario Davis always start off and Drew Brees always finish out?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need from Jamal Williams this year. I want him to tag along with Demario Davis if he still do it.
Oh, you talking about the preseason? The pregame, the huddle.
Yeah. Before game time, they give him that speech and get them hyped up and ready to go. That's what I want. That's what I want out of Jamal Williams with this team. That's what I need right there.
Mm-hmm. By the way, 450 Red Zone asked who we're playing. So we're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, which I think they said the Chiefs are also probably gonna start their players to get their people get back in the groove of things, like they normally do. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun little first quarter. And then after that's gonna be boring. But maybe not boring, maybe not too boring as the other game. The reason why I say it won't be boring as the Hall of Fame game that this happened is because it's our team. We're gonna be looking to see who's doing what on the field. We want to see if this person made it or not, or is this person performing at a high level like we think they should. So maybe it'll be more interesting for us compared to the other teams that we don't really care about. So maybe so. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna see because I'm supposed to hang with my girl this weekend. I'll let y'all know. I think Sunday I might be free though. If I am free Sunday, I'm gonna try to do a watch party for this game this weekend with y'all.
Hoodie, do me a favor. Highlight Jordan Jones comment real quick. If you can, please.
There you go.
Is it true?
Or is it just playing with us?
Oh no, he said Anthony Barr to the Saints, and then one of the chats right below him, he said, "Where are the Saints haters?" There's no Saint haters in here. We already scared them off.
Yeah, one in particular, but we ain't gonna make no. He will remain nameless. But Jordan Jones, if it's true, I'll take your word. But
you need to make it true.
You gotta show me proof. You gotta show us proof if it's legit.
Yeah. So look, Anthony Barr isn't signing with us yet, but I do want to say, remember that Jeff Duncan comment that I saw y'all on Twitter that said, from what I'm hearing, I'll be surprised if the Saints sign Anthony Barr. Somebody retweeted that and put, all right, fine then, it's Kyle Van Noy's time now. So, and somebody commented under his comment and said, to be honest, I think Kyle Van Noy would fit better in our system anyways. So, that, and by the way, I do want to share this with y'all because I did not know that he was on the damn show. So, hold on. Let me pull up. Yeah, everybody knows Pat McAfee, huh?
Yes, sir. The punter from the Colts.
Yeah. So he's got his own talk show.
Fight night.
He got his own talk show and stuff. And
I'm familiar with this show. Yeah.
Yeah. So he posted. Let's see if I can find it. There was a video of him. Let me look it up. Hold on. You know what? I might as well just put it on my thing and retweet it. Oh wait, hold on. Is this it right here?
Okay, I think I'm looking at the comment and say from Jordan Jones says ESPN reported he is close. Yep. Barr
Hold on,
said,
y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look it up on here to see.
I think he's telling the truth, Hoodie.
What?
I think he's telling the truth. He said
About what?
ESPN reported about Barr signing with New Orleans. I'm looking at the comment section here on YouTube.
Well, I hope it's true because we need a linebacker for sure.
I hope you're right, Jordan Jones. Let me see.
I don't think Anthony Barr's coming here. I haven't seen no ESPN posts or nothing like that yet about it. Remember, the last thing I seen was like 30, 40 minutes ago when Jeff Duckins said I would be surprised if he even did come sign. And Kareem Hunt's just going to the coast to visit. He ain't signing with him just yet, but we'll see how everything goes. But give me 1 second. I'll come and look up this. I'm gonna see if I can find the whole Pat McAfee show on here on the YouTube, and see if I can find that episode that he did today with Guess who he had on his show, y'all?
Who?
Jimmy Graham. And Jimmy Graham taught some good stuff on here.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. How long is this video? Okay. Damn, this is like 36 minutes long. Holy shit.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I just felt like saying it like that. All right, so I'm gonna put this. Disregard. I'm gonna just put this wallpaper over before we don't get hit with a copyright. And I know it's 30 minutes long. Put it in the comments. One, if y'all can hear it, and let me know what y'all think. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Helicopter onto a boat in the middle of the ocean, I do believe, about 3 months ago. He's flying in a fighter jet a couple months ago. He was flying a trick plane a couple months ago. He was living in a sailboat because he was planning on sailing the son of a bitch around the world.
Solo.
Now he's catching footballs for the New Orleans Saints again. Has to be easy. Seems to be with all the highlights coming out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, he's taller than you, smarter than you. He's an incredible football player, and his brain seems to be absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the program, most interesting man on earth, Jimmy Graham.
What's up, guys? How you doing, man?
Hey, great.
How you guys been?
Great. Need you to head starboard there to get back in the frame. So let's talk about this, Jimmy, because you know, you came on the program when AJ was hosting and I was at home with the baby and I was watching along. And as AJ tells stories about you and Aaron tells story about you, and I kind of follow along with what you're, he's getting like 150 views while flying planes in this absurd fashion. And I don't think anybody knows about, like, to the extent of the talent that you have in all these other like extreme things, landing a helicopter on a boat, flying trick planes. What made you decide you were coming back to football? Because I remember you said, I haven't officially retired. When was it like, I am coming back? And has it been like riding a plane or a helicopter for you to just get back into football shape and play football again?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very interesting couple of weeks for sure. You know, from all the things that I've done over the last year, and you know, all the time I spent on learning, and trying to chase goals that I've had for myself. One of the biggest goals was always, you know, obviously winning a ring and obviously ending things here in New Orleans. So that was one of the things that, and one of the reasons I didn't play last year. I didn't want to put on another jersey. You know, I remember talking to Mickey and basically being, if there's ever an opportunity where you think I could help, let me know and I'll be there. If not, then I'm going to retire. And so I sit here right now in New Orleans, happier than I've ever been, healthier than I've ever been, and truly just excited for the opportunity. You know, this team has got so much talent, man, and to really see it up close has been amazing, man.
I love your Mickey. You still 6'14" or whatever? Can you still run and catch a football? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got time and space for you. Go ahead, AJ.
Jimmy, when did all this, like, when did it become a reality to you that, hey, yeah, I'm going to go back and play football? Is this months ago? Is this weeks ago? And also, how has your body held up after those first couple of days of pads?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I always knew in the back of my mind that there could be a possibility that, you know, I would get the call. But Really, it was about 2 weeks before I showed up to do my workout. Is really when I got the call, and really when I started transitioning most of my regimen to more football. I mean, for the last year, I've been cycling all over the place and making sure that I kept my cardio up and obviously lifting a bit. But as far as football specific, it had only been a couple weeks before I showed up, and things have been awesome. Obviously the body's got to get used to the heat and has to get used to the load. But it's been amazing to put this jersey on, to put the pads on and really get that contact back, which is something that you don't really get in the normal life, and truly something that I've missed.
Okay, so I don't want to, ever say something that you find offensive. So, no offense.
Yep.
Okay, we got a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense.
You fly fighter jets and shit, so I don't want to piss you off. Okay, I just would like.
It's all good, man.
I would like that to be known. But when I asked Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football, okay, beat writer down there, I said my question was phrased in a manner where I was like, "Is Jimmy gonna make the team? And what do you think Jimmy is gonna do?" He said like 15. Right? 15 to 20.
Yep.
15, 20 plays. That seems like a pretty good load, for a man that was out of football and for how many years you've kind of played in where you're at right now with your life and everything else you've been able to do. What are you expecting from this year as a New Orleans Saint? And did I just offend you by even asking that question?
No, not at all. I think
yes.
I've always played with a pretty big chip on my shoulder, and kind of one of the best things that ever happened to me was this past year. I really had the opportunity to let my body and really let my knee fully get its strength back. It's something that since I hurt that thing, I was always just on the back end of another season and continued that grind for what is 7-8 years. To spend a year the way I did and to get a little bit of latitude and the realization of how much you do miss this game, but really the ability to also sit on a bike for thousands of miles over that year and a half.
And then get run over by a car.
Yep.
Yeah. And then to get hit by a car. That's when I really knew that I still had it. Like whenever I got hit by the SUV and kind of ate it, I said, maybe I can take a little bit more contact. And that's really everything that's happened, and the ability for me to stay in shape while being gone from football. I really got to attest to the bike. Honestly, that's one of the best things I'd ever done in my life. It is one of the things I wish that I had gotten a hold of maybe a decade ago and stopped being such a meathead and did a little bit less power cleaning, a little bit more biking for just really my full system and my heart and my cardiovascular. My cardiovascular, I feel like, is the best it's ever been. And, so I'm also excited to test this out and to see, to be able to feel like I feel after a year of doing what I did for my body. I'm looking for the opportunity to test out this theory.
The Peloton craze was real because of how in shape everybody was getting. And then you see like Conor McGregor still tweeting words that were,
of course,
everybody's kind of stopped saying for a while.
Come on,
but his whole entire cardio is bike. I think he's like a big time bike guy. And I'm not saying he has the greatest, but a lot of in the combat world do the biking and everything like that. Yeah. I thought that would be bad for your knee, not bad for your knee. That's good rehab for the knee.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's been the best rehab I've ever done. I mean, not only that, the
how
ability
about here?
No. I mean, to sit on a bike and do 100 miles in a day, to sit on a bike and also realize your max heart rate, to realize your FTP. These are things that I never really, that isn't really a part of football. I didn't know that my max heart rate was 201. Now I know exactly what my max heart rate is. I know exactly what my resting heart rate is. And I know exactly, when, how I can sustain a 5-hour pedal, at
201 beats.
Yeah. So I got a weird heart.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you got a good heart. Everybody needs to check their hearts now after everything that's been happening, seemingly. But over 130, that's when like you're burning, right? Allegedly, that's what I've been kind of taught. And then I think anytime I'm dying on like the Stairmaster or the thing, I'll put my hands on there. It'll be like 160. I'm like 160,
moving,
and it'll get up to like 170. I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
Gotta get off.
I'm gonna die.
Slow down.
You're at 201 just on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's at max. Like, that's when I'm like kind of competing versus somebody and somebody's trying to race me up, some big hill. But really, I
You're
mean,
not
I'll
willing to
be
die. I'm willing to get.
no.
I'm willing to get
Well,
201 right here.
I mean, if you're trying to win and you're trying to, I mean, there's such an ultimate competitiveness to cycling. That's what's unbelievable. Was it kept that edge because you're pushing your body to the absolute limit where you believe that you're going to collapse and literally pass out on the bike. I've been to that moment in those dark spaces a few times on the bike, but really like when I'm pulling for a Peloton and I'm putting in work, I mean, I'll sustain, 160 beats per minute for 4 hours, and that's, so to be able to do that and to transition that into football, I mean, it's been truly interesting to see, how it helps you really.
Yeah, I'd say 4 hours at fucking max heart rate. Yeah, that's a football game.
My God.
You guys taking halftime? Don't need it. I'm gonna need a stair stepper or something to keep this thing going so I can really stay warm. So you're in the best shape of your life. That's awesome to hear. Congrats to you. We're lucky you're back in the NFL. Go ahead, AJ.
Jimmy, did you? I heard you did fly yourself to camp on a plane. I'm guessing. Did you bring the Huey? Like, can people in New Orleans maybe on an off day expect to see the big old Huey flying around the city there?
What's a Huey?
Helicopter.
Well, so a Huey is it's a single engine turbine helicopter. The one that I have, it fought in Vietnam. And we restored it, back than it's ever been, and now we give flights to veterans.
How much did that cost, Jimmy? Did that cost like $20 million? It feels like it did. You showed me the pictures of all the process, and I was like, "Whoa, this was not cheap."
Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap if you think about it. It was a full restoration. All brand new components. This thing will fly for the next 20 years. But really, to rebuild it wasn't expensive. What it is to run it is pretty expensive. It burns 100 gallons of fuel per hour. So everything that I do dirty-wise.
Jamie, why don't you get an electric helicopter?
Yeah.
I got an electric vehicle. I'm saving the world. You guys are out here. I didn't know this.
No wonder
was
why it's so hot down in Florida.
Oh my God! That hot training camp. You know why? Because of you. That's what they're saying. I'm just telling you. What people are saying. They need to ground them all.
Man.
We got Kyle's not farting anymore, right?
No. Took them out of
bags.
Yep.
The thing about this is like batteries can't do that yet. I mean, there's how much those batteries would take up all your useful load in the helicopter. And then obviously the temperature change, not only there's just too much going on. That's why it hasn't hit aviation like it should. Like they were looking into do this for, I mean, there's variants that can help, but right now a fully electric plane it's just very difficult to do because it doesn't have that type of capacity to carry passengers and to run for that long.
I assume you know this because you were probably there whenever they discovered this in South Korea, but
brand new superconductor being introduced into the world apparently is going to change the game, especially in electricity.
That's what we're being told. New superconductor. Really? Yeah, it's going to charge up my electric vehicle in about five minutes or so, all the way back to 100, and maybe save aviation. It sounds like
possibly
that'd be a cool thing. I have no idea what else it'll be able to do. I'm sure we'll benefit from it greatly, and AI will take over, and we'll lose.
It'll probably save aviation, and I need some bigger batteries for the sailboat, so I could definitely use some of that
for sure.
Oh yeah, because whenever you're out there in the middle of the Atlantic all by yourself, wouldn't be bad to be able to fry up a little burger.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, fry up a burger out there, be able to live a little bit like a human. So what's the plan here? You're playing 1 more year, 2 more years? I don't want to do too much of that. You're probably living in the moment. All that good stuff. But you still have a lot of other goals, I assume, in the real world, but your body's still able to be in the NFL. Are you planning on just kind of riding this out, see how long it goes, or do you have an end in sight?
Yeah, I've got a small team of people that have been around me for a long time, and from business to aviation to sailing, we really had to take a look at things over the last basically few weeks and make sure I can put that all to the side. I'm 100% focused on what I'm doing now and being as good as I can be and challenging myself and really working on my room. I have an incredible room here in New Orleans. We have a dynamic offense, a dynamic team with a lot of good players. This team is from the outside looking in, obviously everybody knows how much talent it is, but once you come in here and you realize how competitive this team is, how intense our competition right now is with this 90-man roster, it's unbelievable. And I'm just blessed to be here. So my true focus is really on that. My true focus is on helping my room out, spreading my knowledge to Juwan, to, Big Foff, to Lucas. These are the things that I'm really looking forward to, is really to be back in that brotherhood. That's one of the things that I miss the most. That's one of the things that I got with AJ back at the Derby was, the feeling of that locker room again, the feelingness of that camaraderie that we have as men. That's something that you don't really get in the world outside of these walls. So that's one of the biggest reasons that I came back. And, so I'm just living in the moment, blessed to be back in the city, back in this jersey, back in my number. And, I can't wait to score again. That's going to be incredible.
Dunk it, take the penalty.
Hell yeah.
Kicker's going to have to make it. Listen, need you to make a 48-yard extra point. All right? Jimmy Graham's back. This is just how it goes. In the locker room, that vibe, if we didn't have this building, I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough. Obviously a lot of shit being talked, but like it's an incredible thing that I think is what people normally miss before they miss anything else. It's like, I miss the camaraderie, but you're also a guy who's signing up to sit in a sailboat all by yourself. So seems like you can figure it all out, and we're very thankful for it. Speaking of figuring things out, Derek Carr now with the Saints, huge signing, obviously. This is a massive ordeal. This is a whole new team. It's your program now. Derek, jaded about how it all ended at the Raiders, won a lot of games, had some games where, is Derek Carr ever going to be the guy before he ended up breaking his leg on Christmas Eve, which was, he was on his way to win an MVP that year.
Yep.
Who knows? Yep. What are your thoughts on Derek Carr down there? And obviously he and Darren Waller had an incredible relationship on the football field. Have you noticed any carryover with his comfort with the tight end down there?
Yeah, he's a true pro. Really that and him coupled on this offense. I mean, I know what this offense can do. I've been in the system before, and I understand how dynamic this system can be. And I think he's perfect for the system. I think his work ethic and his hunger and the way he operates in the huddle, man, it's just unbelievable to see. And I'm looking forward to really getting some live action with him. Seeing how he continues to make this offense also his. He's the type of guy where you want to just let him loose and give him some options so he can check to the right play. He's got a photographic memory. I mean, the things that he can remember, how he remembers them, and he demands so much from himself. I think that's one of the cooler things that he's gotten experience here is, how competitive we are in every practice. And to also see how competitive he is. He doesn't like to see the ball on the ground. His attention to detail is very similar to the things that I saw in Drew Brees. His ability to command this offense, to get us to the right check, because this playbook is no joke. This is the biggest playbook I've ever been a part of. It is wordy, super wordy plays. You have to understand that there's multiple checks in every play. You have to understand how to pick up these protections. And I really think that he's the leader that this team, this city needs, and we're really looking forward to it. Because obviously, on all sides of the ball, we have a talented group, man.
Yeah, and the NFC South, NFC South too, Jimmy.
Yeah. And so that's goals. Like everybody can look in the far future, but for us, it's about the NFC South. It's about owning the NFC South and really going there and battling against these teams, and making sure that we're prepared come week one.
All right, I can't wait to watch. Pac-Man has a question for you, Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy? I know you said you're in the best shape you in. I know I said out a year and I was in the best shape, but timing, sometimes it takes times to get the rhythm back, the speed of the 100%. Game. My question to you is, how close are you being back to the regular timing that you're normally at and the speed of the game?
Yeah, I think for me, it's definitely I can see myself just getting better each and every week, as it's been 2 weeks, each week, I can feel my legs up underneath me. I can feel that I'm coming in and out of the routes. I can feel that I'm connecting, now, and also this offense has changed a little bit, so I have to, it's evolved with words that weren't here before, when I was here. So just making sure that I get all aspects of that, and then I get all aspects of timing. But, I got to experience this before because the year I got traded to Seattle when I hurt my knee, that offseason, I wasn't in pads until the day of the game. I literally didn't do any training camp, any offseason. I did nothing. I basically showed up week one and was in an NFL game with a knee at the time that wasn't even fully healed. So, to now kind of repeat that, but now I get this whole full training camp to really, knock off the rust, to really get these calluses on my body, and then to figure out that timing, especially with Carr. I think that this is perfect for me. That's one of the reasons I'm here, sweating my ass off in this heat, is to get back to that timing and get back to, who I know I can be.
You a cold tub guy? You do the cold tub?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Every day, have to.
even when you're not in football?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I mean, I think that's, for me, that's always been a big part of my regime. It's always been something I've been involved with, and you kind of have to do that for recovery, especially on the bike. I mean, I was biking thousands of miles a year. That's something that, you can't let go of.
So I'm trying to tell AJ this because AJ refuses to get in the cold tub. We got one here now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got one in my house. Me and Wim Hof are doing really ice work. I've heard it's really good for you. Like not just recovery, but like mental as well. Every day, like having to do something you don't want to do mentally.
Yes.
Like very good.
Stressing the body. Stressing the body matters. For me, I've been stressing my body. If it's not, obviously on the bike with the cardio, if it's not in the cold tub, it's pushing my body through G's, and going up and pulling 10 G's. That stuff.
I watched Mission Impossible 6 times.
Yeah.
I pulled 9, 10 G's.
Top Gun.
Just to start Top Gun as well. I mean, Top Gun, I watched that thing 6 times. I'm pulling G's to start that 10 of them. 11.
Yeah.
How many did I pull?
10.
Yeah, I mean, but it might have been close to 13.
And then it blew up.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
We ended up walking through the mountains or whatever.
Yep.
Just needed water.
Yep.
That's all.
That's right.
I mean, I was pulling G's. You're out there doing that shit. That's crazy, Jimmy.
For real.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're
no. Well, I'm going to get everybody in here up there pulling G's with me. So AJ will probably be the first.
Yeah, that's a big 10 no from this one.
I'll be puking hard. I will puke hard.
AJ was landing. We were landing in Columbus on a plane, and AJ, who's former pilot, I assume you know that. He was in a magazine as a pilot, standing on the side, waving at people. I'm a pilot, call me the captain now. So he loves flying. We flew back to Columbus together because he came out to Indiana. There was a WWE event in Columbus. I was going to fly over, so it was like a perfect setup. I mean, I was going through it. I don't like flying, but, I have a man next to me who signed up to be a pilot, loves flying, and he's sweating.
Yep.
Mouth is sweating.
Pale.
He's holding on to things like this. And as soon as we get on the ground, he's like, all right.
Sounds good.
Can't wait to do that again. He just loves it. He does. You love the punishment of what planes do, I think, to you, AJ. I'm not like that. The faster we can get on the ground, the better, in my eyes. And the smoother that flight can be, the better.
Please.
As soon as that thing starts moving, I'm like, we're dead.
Yep.
We're dying. Okay, cool. And then it steadies out. I'm like, all right, now it's just house money.
Yep,
okay,
exactly.
Because I thought I was dead 2 seconds ago. So, I only fly on those big ones too. I need an SUV up there. I don't need to be, you know what I mean?
Well, I've got an SUV of a helicopter. So you come up in the helicopter, man, and I can guarantee you'll love it. I guarantee it. Aaron's been up in it. You can ask him, man. It's an incredible.
We got to jump out into the ocean, right, Jimmy? Can't we hang off the bottom, off the struts, and jump in?
Yeah. This one here, AJ, right?
Yeah.
This one here.
That'll never. You won't see that.
What's that? We're doing a pencil.
Exactly.
Hold your nose jumping off a Huey helicopter into the ocetion.
Yeah, if you don't do that, shark will get up there.
That's right.
Because,
You were doing it in Tahoe.
Yeah, we did see you coming off the dock. Pencil!
Watch me.
I'm on the road.
Sounds like me.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's how I woke up.
Yeah, exactly.
People wondering why I golf like shit. You tell me. You look out there.
Every morning.
All-time leading tackler for the Packers doing a Ticonderoga number 2 with a nose plug. It's hard to take it serious. It's a tough way to wake up.
Yeah.
Laughing.
Jeez Louise, dude. I would jump
You
off
ever black out? Jimmy, you ever have G-lock? Isn't that what they call it when you're actually piloting the airplane? I always thought that when I flew with the Thunderbirds and Blue Angels. I'm like, I'm back here puking and passing out. This guy's actually controlling the plane doing all of this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've never had that. I've had a few friends, but really, like once you unload the G's, that all goes away. So you gray out, you tunnel out, and then you black out eventually. But that's nothing I've experienced. I mean, I've come like when I'm doing lump shavats. So basically, it's basically where you're doing front flips. So you're basically rotating the plane around the crankshaft and the engine. You can get a bit of stars there, but that mostly is your brain hitting the top of your skull. So besides that, I've never really had anything too crazy.
So when you're doing this shit with this plane here, when you're flipping this thing, you're just hoping your brain doesn't hit off your skull while you're kind of, is that what we're hoping for? Is this light work? What are you doing here? Loop-de-loos or whirly birds?
Yeah, so no, those are snap rolls. It's a snap roll or a lump shavat. Yeah, I think it's a snap roll. Those are
snap roll.
Those aren't too crazy. That one, let's see. This is
yeah.
So, I think we heard enough of the Pat McAfee show, with the Jimmy Graham. And y'all heard him, man. He loves Derek Carr. He's the right person for this type of system. If you heard one of his interviews from not too long ago, too, from the Saints interview side, he said he thinks Derek Carr reminds him a little bit of Drew Brees when he played with him. So I'm just saying, y'all better keep your eyes open and respect Derek Carr, because these veterans do, and they know what they get in their quarterback. And you heard him, he said, and you heard Jimmy Graham too, what he said, man. That's why he didn't play last year, the heel, and that's why he didn't play last year, because he wanted to only play for the Saints. And if it wasn't able to play for the Saints, he was going to retire. So you heard him, man. He's happy to be back, and he's ready to score a touchdown. And you heard Pat McAfee. He said, yeah, just take that penalty, make your kicker make a 48 extra point. He said, dunk that sucker. Get the penalty.
Right.
So, I mean, that was good, being able to hear something like that. Because that was my first time hearing it for today, So I'm just happy to actually see that,
Right. Especially in the red zone, he's still a big target.
Yeah, 6'7", 200+ pounds in the red zone. And imagine you're in the red zone and you're on like the 5 to 10 yard line, and all you see is in the lineup, you see Jamar Williams, the one who's got the most rushing touchdown inside the 5 last year. Then you got lined up on each side. You got one in the tight end. So let's say Jimmy Graham and Foster Moreau. Then on the outside, you got Jawan Johnson out there too. And then the other guy on the other side is Michael Thomas, A.T. Perry, somebody like that. This is not a big body. What are you doing? You got a physical runner that can run up the middle, so they can play ass in your ass and make it seem like they're going to run up the middle. They got all their big bodies, guy for blockings, or they got all their big bodies to play ass in your ass, and they're going to toss it up to one of them, and they're just going to use their big body to score on you. That is going to be scary. Like, literally, they can easily run a 3 tight end play now,
Did you mention
easily.
number 7?
I didn't even mention him because you don't even
Right.
need to. You don't even need to on one of the plays. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy on how many people we got, doing that. And matter of fact, if you want to, on that play I just said, you can play action to Jamal Williams and toss it up to one of them guys. Guess who can be the guy doing the play action?
Number 7.
Number 7, Taysom Hill. So when he does the play action, is he going to pass or is he going to run it himself?
Man, there's a lot of weapons. I must say, there's a lot of weapons on. Choose your poison. That's all I can say.
That's how I see it.
But I never knew. Like, listen to Jimmy Graham's interview. He said he got in an accident, right?
Yeah, he got hit by a car.
I didn't even know that. Like, that was real interesting to hear that from him. I didn't know how that was going on.
Yeah, that man said he got hit by a car and noticed that he survived that he can still play some football still. So he
Right. Right. And he wanted to play.
Funny.
And I don't think he ever wanted to leave the Saints. I think when that contract situation came up, things got sour. That's in my personal opinion.
That is funny though. They did say they said Jimmy Graham was asked about the Sean Payton, and he said I haven't spoken to Sean Payton since I got traded.
Wow. Like I said, man, like one thing I can say about Dennis Allen, he's not scared to go get his players, Sean Payton, like, he'll pass up a great player to go get a player from Renter Center. You know what I'm saying? On borrowed time. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. Pass on Lamar Jackson to draft what's his name? Marcus Davenport. Like, what? Come on now.
You know what I'm gonna miss in preseason this preseason?
What's that?
I'm gonna miss watching my boy Callaway killing everybody in preseason. My boy Callaway, man, was
Mr.
balling out last
Preseason.
year. Yeah, the preseason was balling out last year. So I'm
But
gonna
I'm gonna
definitely
say
miss him.
this. I'm gonna say this much. He made more players than Traquan Smith.
Yeah, Traquan season loading this season though. So watch out.
So Queen Pam, he did say he never wanted to leave. I got you, Queen. Yeah, Jimmy Graham never wanted to leave. But glad he's back. Got his old number. He looks rejuvenated. Has a quarterback that can get him the ball. Thank goodness. We don't have red water gun no more.
Damn, that's sad. So I'm just reading some stuff on Twitter, as I talk to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They said this is trending right now. Xavier Howard, DB for the Dolphins, didn't know Desmond Ritter's name when asked about him and Dolphins and Falcons joint practices. The reporter said, what do you think of Ritter?" He said, "Ritter, I'm sorry." She said, "The quarterback, Desmond Ritter." "Oh, I don't know
Right.
who that is. I'm sorry. What number are you? Who's that?" She said the number
Man.
9. She said number 9. He's number 4. That's the funny part. She said 9. And Xavier said, "Oh, it was cool. I don't know their names. I wasn't looking at film. It wasn't like I was studying them. Happy to go against them, but they did okay. They did a good job." And then somebody put Desmond Ritter has a chance this year to show everyone who he really is.
Wow.
So that had to be kind of embarrassing that the dude didn't even know who he is, and he's a starting quarterback.
Wow. That's all I can say. But he has to go out there and show him, because people are going to talk trash about you. Just go out there and show them, let them know. Not against us, though. I can tell you that. Not against my
Definitely.
Saints.
Hey, Slim Sal, guess what? We got us a visitor,
Okay.
and it's one of the most annoying motherfuckers you could make. Jermaine LeBlanc, a.k.a. J-Live 504.
Look, bro, like I said, bro, you can't talk football without J Live.
J Live.
What's happening, baby?
What's up?
Man, I've been trying to make it happen, man. So what's up, man? Like, did they ever? Did we ever sign those two or what?
Nope.
It's getting closer.
They both left without a contract. Kareem Hunt is on his way to the Colts right now to go visit the Colts, and Anthony Barr said he's got other teams that are interested, so he's gonna go, get his options out
Do his
there.
due diligence, huh?
Yeah, basically go see. So that's the case. But we just got a Twitter about almost an hour ago from Jeff Duncan, and he put out there. He said, "I would definitely be surprised if the Saints sign Anthony Barr," making it sound like we're not even going to have a chance to sign Anthony Barr. Basically, that's what they trying to. That's what Jeff
Well,
Duncan.
we'll see if he gets more. I don't know what they're trying to pay him. I know they ain't trying to pay him none.
Yeah, I mean, I think he took like a $2 or $3 million contract last year with the Cowboys.
Okay,
So
well,
it can't be more than that.
right. So keep that same energy.
Yeah, you did it for the Cowboys. You can do it for the Saints. You
Right. What's up, Slim, baby? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What's happening with you, J Live? Good to see you, brother.
Shit, man. They spitting these facts out, bro. You know how I go. That shit go, man. But, man, look, this is my only off day, bro. So like, I'm trying to enjoy it. I didn't even know you was on, Hoodie, bro. Shit. So when you come on now, like I know when you came back, you said you won't come on at this time.
We came on at 9 tonight. It just depends on what time I get off. See, like the last like this past week, like this work period that I get paid for this week.
Yeah.
I started back with one of my old jobs. They brought me back, and I started working with them full time again. But I started on like a day or two later. So I've been working extra hours there to reach my 40 hours I need for my pay period. So tomorrow's my last day that I'm gonna be working like late to late at night. And then I'll be back to getting off at like 5 or 6, for a little while. So I can
Yeah.
probably go live early for a little while during the week. And then once I get back because I'm gonna go get me a second job again, doing like serving or something again. Just do something, I don't know, just to bring some extra cash in again. Then I'll be getting off late and probably doing late streams again at like 11 o'clock again, like I used to. But
Yeah,
I'm
because
trying to
you
do
used
it.
to be on here pretty late, bro.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. Then I started working so damn much. And my last job that I had before I went back to this old job, I was having to be at work for 6 in the morning. So that's why you didn't see me on late anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what kind of cut me from from streaming a lot. But that's why I got me a new schedule because we're about to be back into football season, and I'm trying to do.
Hey, it's funny how we changed that up for football, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do Monday motivation again. We'll see if I'm gonna go back to. I did say that on my podcast that I was gonna go back, but we'll see about Monday motivation because I did thought about it. If I did that in the evenings, don't forget Monday Night Football is gonna be there. I can bring in some more crowd doing those lives. Tuesday, which is today, was supposed to be Trivia Tuesday, but we had these news, like with the Kareem Hart and Anthony Barr show. I'd rather talk about that than do a trivia night. And then Thursday, it's the Pro Media Network night with Big Q show and on here. So I talked to everybody, and I think what we're gonna do for Thursday topic, we're gonna open up the lines, let everybody come on, and we're gonna predict our first 53-man roster. Since it's still kind of alien preseason, we're still gonna predict who we think is gonna make the roster right now, as we think, and then after preseason over, right before they start cutting everybody, we're gonna pick again, be like, okay, who we think now after all these preseason games, who do we think we're gonna keep? So,
man.
and we'll see how many people we get right.
I can't wait till that game this Saturday. I tell you that.
Yeah, this game's gonna be fun. It's gonna get the Chiefs. I think they starting their starters, we starting our starters, so it's gonna be fun.
Are we?
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess they do need some damn playing time.
I mean, if you don't, I understand the part of not playing your starters in preseason because you don't want them to get hurt. But when they don't play, they're gonna be a little rusty in their first game because they haven't played full game speed yet. So that's why I do think sometimes it is important to play your starters in the first quarter for each preseason.
I better not see Michael Thomas says touch that. I don't want to see him till game one. I ain't lying, but let him go, man. He needs to go because he is getting stronger, bro. I said that on.
Oh shit! Where'd he go? I said he is getting stronger. I said, where you go? Hey,
where you at?
J Love. Hey, what's that song go? Where they at though? Where they at though? Now where they at though? Man, what happened to him? My guess is phone died, or he accidentally hit the wrong button. Which one do you think it is?
Probably
I'm gonna do the Jeopardy theme song. Y'all can hurry up and put it. Y'all answer in the chat. Did he hit the wrong button or did his phone die? Let me know now.
Is the game Sunday in New Orleans?
Yes,
is
it
that
is.
Yeah, it's a home game, Queen. Yeah, Queen Pamela. Yeah, it's a home game.
Yes, it is. Who that? I wasn't gonna pay no money, dude. They got people charging $300 for tickets for preseason. I'm like, oh, y'all crazy?
No.
Y'all crazy. If I had season tickets and I was trying to sell my tickets, I'd be selling them suckers for like $20 for somebody to sit up close to let them enjoy the experience for preseason.
Right.
That's what I would be doing if I had like front row seat. I'd be like, here, buy them for $20. That's all I ask because y'all get to have y'all full experience. Now, when it comes to regular season and everything, means something. Oh yeah, they're gonna be going up on the price.
Yeah, different story.
but for preseason, when nothing matters, I don't know why they charging that damn much.
Greed.
There he is. So you said that he's getting stronger, and you said, and then boom, you cut out.
Yeah, I said he's getting stronger, and I said I think by mid-season that we'll start to see a stronger Michael Thomas, bro. Just someone that's a little bit more crisp in his route running because he's getting better, bro. Like you can see it. He just need his reps. He got a lot of rust to knock off, bro. So we need to be patient.
And I'm gonna say this again. You don't have to be the full Michael Thomas. Think about all the offensive weapons, all the pass catches we got now. He ain't got to be that, can't go out. He can still be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he ain't going to have all that pressure on him no more. So now he can stay healthy longer.
Right. And look, another thing we gotta think about it. Maybe he was getting injured so much because man, look at all them targets and catches he had, bro. I mean,
Exactly.
it was ridiculous.
Oh, by the way, I just want to tell everybody real quick. So Slim South, J Live, Jerry, everybody in the chat that's watching. Like I said, there's 27 of y'all watching. So to all of y'all watching, I just wanted to let everybody know real quick that I do have me a girlfriend again. You know, new girlfriend. Been talking. Been dating for about 2 months. And me and her, the best thing about her that I really love about her is that she, goes to church a lot, and she brought me back to the Lord, right? Closer. I pray every night now, and I just want to let you know that me and her pray together every night, and we pray about this YouTube channel. We pray about my dreams, of having this to be a full time, and I do want to let everybody know that I thank Him every night in my prayer, just thanking Him
Amen.
of this YouTube. And I told him, I said, it's not just because I get to do something that I like. I said it's because I got y'all around me who's family. Y'all like a family to me. So I told him, I said,
Amen, brother.
so I tell him to keep y'all safe. Keep blessing y'all as I'm hoping that everybody gets those blessings, and so I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm closer to the Lord now than I ever was, and we get to pray about this channel every night, and I pray about y'all. So
Much love, Hoodie.
Amen.
That's what's
Much
up.
love.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen. Amen.
yes,
Say,
sir.
Hoodie.
Yes,
On
sir.
another note, man, how you feel about Jake Hayner, bro? How you
Jake
feeling about
Hayner,
it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving the hype that he's doing in the camp right now.
Is
Like how
is
he's
is is he better than advertised so far in your eyes?
so far, yeah,
Yeah.
for a fourth round quarterback to come in here, being having the accuracy of a Drew Brees, they basically saying, and just basically doing everything you need him to do in camp and performing really well. It's really good for a guy that's coming out the fourth round. You know,
Yeah.
um, and
Man, I felt that dude was special when we got him. Once I saw that we got him and I went and looked at him, bro, he got so many traits. He got so many traits. And then to find out that he modeled his game after Drew Brees, which makes sense. You know what I mean? The guy, I don't know what it is about him, bro. I mean, I never felt this way about no Garrett Grayson or Ryan. What was his name? The guy from Tulane. You know what I mean,
Nick
like,
Anderson.
bro. But he got that factor that I know guys can gravitate around, and the dude can make all the throws, bro, with some accuracy and some touch on it, bro. Like I like that. I like that, bro. They show one film. What was it was some what was that guy name? I can't think of him. But man, it was one of those in anticipation throws, bro, where it was a quick out, and man, he let that ball go, and the guy he didn't even cut yet. And that's what you want to see. That's a guy throwing his man open and throwing into a spot, getting that timing down, And he just special, bro. I feel like that guy is just special. I feel that's my favorite pick of the draft. It's
Definitely.
him. It's him.
I don't know, like there's a lot of picks in here. So like us, so like how we like the Breesy pick, we hoping he becomes that dude that he was coming out of high school and going into college, right? Dominating everything. We hoping that Isaiah Foskey becomes the next Cam Jordan, right? We looking at Kendra Miller saying he can be AK's replacement in a few years. We looking at Jake Hayner, saying, oh, I hope he's the best at the draft. Hopefully he's the next QB, the future quarterback. We look at A.T. Perry, we look at Jordan Howden. We look at all these players. But the one guy I think that I was really impressed after looking at his highlights, looking at him and being drafted and moving up to get him in the first round of the fourth round was Nick, man. Nick Saldiveri, the guard. I heard he is like very versatile. He can play guard, center, and he can also play tackle. Like he can play anywhere on that offensive line because he played it all in college. And I think that's one of the guys that we're gonna hear a lot about through preseason and all that because I think he's finally getting healthier, and from his injury, and I think he's gonna be back in preseason. I'm ready to see what he can do. You know, that's one of my favorite names from the draft is Nick, because we definitely need help on that O line whenever people go down. This seems like everybody gets hurt, and it seems like the same guy gets hurt over and over again by the name of Andrews Pete. So that's my favorite pick. So for anybody else, like Slim South or Jerry, and if y'all got like a favorite guy from the draft, because I know J Live said Jake Hayner's his favorite. I think my favorite is Nick Saldiveri. Who's your favorite? Jerry or Slim?
I got to go with Oh man, let's go. I'm gonna go with that
Uh-oh.
Foskey. I'm gonna go with Foskey.
Foskey. Okay.
Isaiah Foskey.
I'm hoping he's in this Cam. What about you, Slim? Who's your favorite guy from the draft?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because J Live said Jake Hainer.
Mhm.
Jerry just said Isaiah Foskey. I told him my favorite is Nick Saldiveri because he can play anywhere on the line, and we need depth. So I think he's gonna be one of the guys that's gonna probably be here the longest. And then I wanted to ask you, who would be your favorite? You think from the draft?
Oh, that's a tough question, but I'm gonna go with Kendrick Miller. I think he's gonna be our future stud back. He has the size, the speed. He's just a bigger.
Man, the writing is on the wall with Kamara, bro. To me, it is like when they drafted that young man. That man, they got a plan for him, and they know Kamara. They ain't gonna be able to afford him, especially what they talk about now about running backs.
Mm-hmm. That's
They trying to groom this kid right now, but like you can tell, Kamara, he a solid assassin. He know the writing on the wall, but he gonna make it feel stupid if you do make that decision.
Pammy Whammy, good night to you.
Good night, Queen Pammy. Much love to you.
I mean, the show ain't over, you heard me?
Yep.
But I'm gonna be honest. The Saints had a pretty solid draft, dude.
Bro, I love their draft. It was really solid, bro, across the board. I think the only position I wish we would have did a little bit better in was linebacker, but and the O line, but they tried to address the O line. It's just the same old shit, though. You know what I mean?
Well, they had to, because I think Andres Pete out again, right? So, yeah, so
that's horrible, bro. I mean, for real, that's horrible. Like, bro, that's gonna be our Achilles heel. I'm not scared of nothing, defense, whatever. It's that O line, bro.
Yeah,
I don't trust. I don't trust none of them guys except for maybe like two of them. All the rest of them got question marks out the wazoo. You feel me? Like, it's just crazy. I do not trust them, bro. I don't know. It's gonna be musical chairs all year long.
Oh no! The musical chairs. That ain't good at all.
It ain't, bro. But that's what it feel like. It feel like it's already starting off that way. Like, when have we ever had injuries like this in preseason and it didn't carry over into the regular season? You know what I mean? It's not. When have they ever fixed it in preseason and then they was healthy for a while? Nah. They're gonna go in. They're gonna get dinged up. Same people.
Same people.
Like, for real, bro. Like, that's gonna be our Achilles heel, bro. That's what's gonna be what holds us back. It's gonna be if anything, it's gonna be that line. That's what I think. Of course, I'm hoping for the best. You know what I mean? But
right.
I'm just saying, if anything derails us, I think it's gonna be that O line. I just don't trust it. Man, I got me a little puppy dog, bro. This dude here is a trip. I got one of those little bully pit bulls.
Uh-huh.
Bro, the little dude, bro, I love him so much. He sound like old Bell. Now you have to bother him. Sit down, boy. That's my baby, bro. Man. So, Hoodie, you plan on going to any games this year?
Yeah, I already got tickets to the first game of the season with the Titans.
Okay.
Me and my friend got some great seats. We're gonna be in section like 200 row 1, so we're gonna be right in the front.
That's some real good seats.
Yeah, so we got them early while we could, 'cause we found them for cheaper than what people are charging. Like, I think some people was charging them for like $500-600 to get those in some of the games, and then the Titans game we found this seller selling them for like 200. So we was like, we getting
Wow.
them. We
Yeah.
got them. Yeah, we took them while we could, while they were cheaper.
Yeah, jump on that early.
Yep, so we did, and then all the other games we plan on going to some more, but we're gonna wait and you know, wait to
Yeah.
see, because sometimes if you wait last minute, sometimes people try to be desperate and sell them for cheaper.
Right.
So we're
Right.
gonna wait to see for right now. But we had to get the first game of the season with Derek Carr and all them, so we gotta be there whenever they introduce them.
Bro, you know what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I love my
What?
Saints, but I hate going to games, bro.
Why you hate going to them?
Too much. You know what I mean? Like I love being in. I like because when I do, I'm in my own room. Everybody leave me the hell alone when I'm watching my Saints. No one want to be around me. You know what I mean? So I get my own space. You know what I mean? I get my whole setup. It's just being comfortable. You know what I mean? I hate going through all the lines. Dang.
Bruh, look, let me speak on that. I'm glad you said that, J Live, because man, you got everything that you need, and plus you got the best seat in the house.
Best seat in the house, man.
Right? Look, even when they go to commercial, you ain't got to worry about getting up out the seat and go to the restroom because it's right there. By the time you come
right
out
there, bro.
And if you even go to the kitchen and get you something to eat or something to drink, by the time you come back to sit down, the game will already be back on.
Bro, I got a ritual, bro. I wake up early in the morning, bro. Look, first thing I do, like, I ain't gonna clean up the whole house, but I'm gonna clean up where I'm at. You know what I mean? Bro, I had to do spotless. You heard me?
I hear you, man.
Look, everything gotta be perfect, bro. Don't bother me.
Hey, J Live, hear me out. Hear me out, J Live.
All right.
All right. So if I ever do some tickets giveaway this year, and you won the giveaway, for the tickets, you gotta at least go to one game with Hoodie Jew, right? You know how
I'll
fun.
go. Look, if I want some tickets, I'll show up.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See, if you win some tickets and you get to go with Hoodie Jew, who wouldn't want to do that, right? Who wouldn't want to spend the day with Hoodie Jew? Come on, man. I make it.
As he insults me the entire time. But yes, yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a big ass sign too. I'm gonna have a big ass sign at the game, and I'm gonna get the cameraman to put it. It's gonna be say, "I'm at the game with one of my first subscribers ever. All he does is talk shit. I can't wait." Yeah.
Bro, look, I ain't Hoodie, bro. Look, before all this happened, I used to have my own little channel talking shit about them Saints.
Yeah.
Shit. They used to go hard, bro. But hey, Hoodie, do you remember that? Do you remember the TTC and all that?
The TTC,
Bro, it used to be a trash talking circles. And bro, it used to go so hard, bro. Like people used to make memes. Everybody had their team. You be on there talk. You had hate week. Like Saints and Falcon hate week was so strong. They had like 6 Atlanta Falcon fans. They used to make videos about Saints fans. And man, it used to just go so hard. It was funny. It was well done. They broke out all the bells and whistles and graphics. Bro, that shit used to go hard every week, bro. It was called the TTC.
I remember that J Line, because that's something Saints Uptown do.
Yes, Saints Uptown was in it, bro. That shit used to go. Saints was strong. We had so many video makers. But yeah, bro, that was a good time. And then YouTube evolved. Cause look, they wasn't even getting paid for that. It wasn't no such thing as a super chat then. It sure wasn't. You remember that? It wasn't even no super chat, bro. It was just everybody representing their teams, and it was from all over the league, bro. And everybody knew each other. Everybody talked shit to each other. We had one big group night with Saints Uptown, bro. It was all tight. But I like to see the evolution of how it went from that into everybody now just doing a podcast. It's more almost more business like. You know what I mean? As far as not just talking trash. Yeah, because now it is a business, bro. Shit, honestly.
That's basically all it is right now.
Bro, these kids it's crazy. Kids, millionaires. You can't even tell them nothing, bro. Like, you making money like that? It is what it is. And I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. Look, we only got a couple more days, man, before we see some bullets.
Hey, look who's back. Look who's back in the
some
chat.
bullets.
Good to
Megan.
see you back, Megan.
That's Megan?
Yeah, that's Megan.
Oh, I see
She
her.
was here earlier, but then she decided to come back.
Much love to Megan.
Hey,
I remember we was giving Megan hell, boy. We was giving Megan hell last season.
Hey, it's like an old saying. You come back around the second time.
Yep.
Y'all better not be talking shit about Megan, because here she is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's
Megan.
here.
What's up, Meg?
Look who's in the house.
Oh, with the Saint shirt, with the blue Saint. I see you.
And she a captain.
You are so lucky I've got a busted wrist, young man, because I would slap you across the head.
Oh, Lord, coming with the guns ablazing.
That is the Seattle Kraken. No,
What is the Kraken?
He knows he's hockey. I've literally been on 12 streams back to back, so I thought I'd come to visit. I'd annoy you. I mean, visit with you. And 2 days till football, boys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Megan didn't make us eat crow last year because we was talking big stuff, man. We got Jarvis Landry. We got this. We got that. Hey, Megan, I don't know how y'all gonna compete. Now, we did beat y'all, but still.
Beast Quake, need I remind you, and I will constantly remind you of this.
That's it below the belt right there.
That's a low blow, Megan.
The young man in the top right hand corner brought it on by saying this was a Saints jersey. Blame him, not me. No, we've actually
had nothing to do with it.
Actually, this preseason game for me is win-win. We play the Vikings in Seattle, and I love the Vikings. I love the Seahawks, the Ravens, and the Vikings. So I don't really care how it goes. No, obviously I want the Hawks to win at home, but yeah, we've got the Vikes at home, and
oh shit!
What? Now that's in preseason, Megan, or the regular season?
That's week one preseason.
Okay.
We got a special guest waiting to hop on.
We got
a special guest. Yes, freaking Drew Brees.
How do I special enough for you, Hoodie?
Drew Brees. Drew Brees.
Could have been Russell
Hey,
Wilson.
Drew, man, what's up with that Advocare, baby? Hey, well, I mean, they got a. Did any of y'all see that little section they did on Drew Brees where he had all them bad investments?
That investment was he played for the Saints. Oh, sorry. I think that.
Don't forget we got that Super Bowl, Megan. Paid in full. Paid in full.
And again, I say Beast Quake. And yes,
I know what the Hawks should have done. Handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I got this. Megan said Beast Quake, but guess what? You forgot about the Camara Quake. The Camara Quake, yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, we got our revenge
Jamie's
finally
going to
after
be
years.
slapped in half on in the first play of the first game. But yeah, no, I'll let you have that, Hoodie. Well done, sir.
Yeah, it took us years to finally find a guy like him to give us,
Hey, as my grandmother would have told you, Hoodie, all good things to those who wait and wait and wait. You get the idea. Uncle Juice, what am I too cold-blooded for?
That's something my grandmother used to say.
I find as I'm getting older, Jerry, I open my mouth and my grandfather comes out, or my grandmother, or my father. And that scares the hell out of me because they were three very wise people. And it scares me as I get older. I'm thinking like them. Uncle Juice said I'm too cold-blooded for that. What did he mean? And if you think I'm cold-blooded, you wait till the Hawks start playing. And I have to get up at 2 a.m. every Monday morning to watch them play.
Every month. Gotcha. Oh, that is when you catch them, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm in Australia and 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's right.
Sunday,
No.
Jerry, I notice your Australian accent has gotten worse, not better. I'm not criticising it.
Gotta show some love, man. Gotta show some love.
Look, all we had was Crocodile Dundee to go off, man.
Crikey!
Look, hey, Jerry, they don't know about Crocodile Dundee, bro.
Hey, we have 50,000 ways to die before you walk out of your front door down here. So don't mock my country.
No, I'm just showing love. That's all I'm doing.
No, I know, but I'm saying you walk out of your front door in Australia and you got 50,000 beasts and bugs and animals that are waiting to kill you before you cross the street.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm good.
But again, hang on. In New Orleans, you've got I nearly said crocodiles. I meant alligators and whatnot down there. But yeah.
Now you know I'm not from Louisiana. I'm from Mississippi. So what I know about it.
Hey, Megan.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Quick question for you. Who are you excited about to see on your team? That's a newly acquired acquisition to your team. Who are you excited to see in the preseason?
I'm going to give you 3 letters to answer that. JSN. Jackson Smith Najigba. I've been watching.
Oh yeah, that linebacker,
wide receiver,
right?
The wide receiver.
Okay.
I'm just thankful, and the boys know that we did not take Jalen Carter at 5. I had a throwback Jim Zorn jersey, much the same as the one in my avatar, and a box of matches. And there's a photo of me online saying, if we take Carter at 5, I torch the $450 Jim Zorn throwback jersey. So, of course, pick 5 comes, we take Devon Witherspoon. I was like, thank the Lord, it is not Carter. I don't care what happens. But to be honest, I'm really excited with all of our rookies this year. The only one that has me shaking my head going, what the actual hell, is Cameron Young. Now, Cameron can be Jesus Christ himself in the second coming. But no.
Hey, now, what position does he play? What position he play, Megan?
I want to actually give me 2 seconds to look that up. But I had been up for 4 days by that time because I did the Hawks Nest live stream. We streamed for all 3 days of the draft, and I was up for a day before and then just stayed awake. And we took Cameron Young, and it was like, I must be sleeping.
The guy from Mississippi State?
Yeah. Where does he play, Slim? Do you remember? I'm just looking and
what position he played, bro?
He a defensive lineman. I want to say nose tackle or something like that.
Yeah, no. He was, I think, well, he plays tackle, but I think we drafted him to be a slot when we needed a nose tackle, something like that. And I'm looking at
a defensive lineman. Yeah.
And I'm looking at him going, screaming, "Where's our nose tackle?" to wake up my entire neighborhood. And I just looked at him and everyone, we're all sitting there in silence. We were streaming, and Brandon Kane just sat there looking blankly going, I have no words to answer this, to why we did it. But what I think happened, and I was talking to Brandon about it a few days after, was we had been taking best available player on the board right through. We took Witherspoon and Jackson Smith and, all those players. But I think what happened at the back end of the draft was who they were looking at was gone, and Cameron Young was best available. They must have been really bad if he was best available, but you know what I mean? And it was just like, it's 7th round. We need to take someone. And I think that could have been what happened, because I was watching, we have a live stream from the bunker at Renton at VMAC, and you saw our general manager turn and say best available, pointing to Cameron Smith's name on the board, and our head coach nodded and said grab him. So I think that's what happened. But I wish the best for him, but if he makes the practice squad, I'm going to fall down dead. Because none of us. But he, look, like Tariq Woolen did last year, he could completely star out and make fools out of all of us. And as I did with Geno Smith, I'll stand corrected. But it's going to take a lot.
Hey man, shouts out to Geno, man, for not listening, you know, shutting out all the noise, putting his head down and working, man.
And not writing back. Yes, Hoodie.
I got a question for you and see how you how you react to it. Okay, you might have seen it already before when I discussed about it, but you know that a lot of people on TikTok, Twitter, you name it, people are putting Geno Smith in their top 10 quarterbacks right now because of his performance last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had an amazing performance last year, which, you know, like you even said, he shocked you and how he played, and you like the way he played. Now look at this comparison. Nobody in the NFL, well, not in the NFL, I say, but most people on Twitter, Pro Football Focus, all of this, YouTubers don't even have Derek Carr in their top 20. But look at the comparison that Derek Carr has to Geno Smith, and I'm letting you know this is only as a starter. Okay, so like only since Geno Smith's been a starter, and he only started in 3 seasons. So this is his average. This is what he's averaging per year.
To be honest with you, Hoodie, as much as I love Geno, I would have. This seems fair. I have seen this, and somebody pointed it to me. I do think Derek Carr is slightly better than Geno.
And I think he is too. And guess what? A lot of people don't even put him in their top 20, but everybody's putting Geno in their top 10 already.
No. I love Geno, but I will say that I actually wanted Drew Lock to start as our quarterback when Russell left. And then I remember, I think we were streaming, or Brandon and I contacts off stream, and he texted me and said, "Have you heard Geno Smith is our new quarterback?" And I went, "Oh, hell no." And then, of course, Drew got COVID, unfortunately, and having had it, you know, and was flawed with it for close to 6 months, I thought, okay. And I remember when Pete Carroll announced it, saying, "I love you, Pete, but I think you need to be retired because you've got dementia or you've had one too many belts to the head." But then I thought, okay, look, Pete, I trust. And Geno's played the Broncos game, the first game. And I was in LA watching it going, this looks good. This looks real good. And, you know, he had a few games where he dropped off. And I remember saying it in a conversation like this on the Hawks Nest, saying, I was wrong. I was so wrong about Geno. And as you all know, I saw him live in week 6 against the Cardinals. And I absolutely love him. Is he going to be our QB in 5 years? Doubtful. Who will be our QB in 5 years? No damn clue. Drew Lock? Maybe. But what I like is the Geno didn't write back. You know, the great quote that he said, you know, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back. Like, yeah, I hear what's being said over here, but I'm just concentrating on what I'm doing, what I need to do. You know, we've still got 12s in our chat that think Geno's a wash and that Drew Lock should be starting. Well, I need to see a hell of a lot of improvement from Drew Lock, and I love Drew. He reminds me of my brother in a lot of dorky ways.
Hey, we'll see. I tell you what, the locker room don't lie, Megan. If that was the case, you'll be hearing all kind of stuff from that locker room. But look like the locker room riding with Geno.
What you're seeing a lot of the older, like Richard Sherman, you know, Legion of Boom, coming back into the building after they left when Russell was QB. And
What you mean coming? You mean coming back after he left?
Yeah, coming back and training our new rookies at camp. Some of the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, none of them like Russell. I mean, they on the record. They on the record saying that.
Yeah, and I think that's a shame. But the way he torched the 12s by saying he wanted out to go to a winning team and a better fan base. Okay, you say that to the 12s that rode with you when you suck, sunshine. Okay, and then get offended.
Taco country, let's ride.
Let me tell you
something. Exactly.
Ever since Russell Wilson got married to Sierra, that's when things changed.
Right, all that TikToking.
100%. And then to torture the coach and the general manager that brought you to Seattle and hid how bad you were for years by going to ownership and telling them you want those two out. Sorry, I will say on the record, I have loved Pete Carroll since his USC days. But you do not do that to the men who helped you get to where you are and then burn the bridge and stab them in the back. Sorry, not the best thing that I saw in Seattle, I mean, I saw many great things in Seattle, was I was at the pro shop at the stadium and there was a rack of Russell Wilson jerseys marked at like 75% off because there was a whole heap of them. Every 12 in the building, myself included, took one look and walked straight past them. I'm not kidding, Slim. And I saw it on
Hey, that's Sean Payton, baby. Now let him deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. And I wish Sean Payton.
See, Megan, we tied to the hip and didn't even know it.
I think Sean Payton. I don't know. I will admit to the Saints fans that I don't know that much about Payton. I know who he is and that he was a coach for you guys and all of that. But I don't think he'll put up with Russell's SHIT, excuse the language, like Pete Carroll did. I think he's going to say, you've had your fun, Russ. It's not all about you. Yes, you are a quarterback, but you are not the be-all, end-all in Jesus Christ himself, although you may think you are. Here, it's about the team, and I'm in charge. Yes, you can have a chat. You know what I mean?
He said Russell Wilson had his own office.
And had several car spaces for his friends. Like, okay. I come from a rugby background and a cricket background, and that shit would not be tolerated. Excuse my language again.
Man, bro, but think about a player going to talk to Russell. He like, meet me in my office. Like,
no, better than that.
This nigga think is.
No, better than that. If you wanted to talk to Russell, like we're talking now, or even face to face, you had to go through his manager and make an appointment.
He has a brand. He has a brand now. Exactly.
Man, and I think it was Marshawn who said it best. If you don't got my address, if I can't call you directly, nah.
No, but that's what I mean. And that's why I was not sorry to see him go. And I got pillared and crucified for not being a 12. You see,
what?
No, because I was happy when Russell went because I chose to side with Pete. I have been a Pete Carroll fan way longer than I've been a 12. I was a Pete Carroll fan in 2000 when he came from the Patriots to the USC Trojans, and I have been a fan of him ever since. I became a 12, or a true 12 as we call ourselves, like when you really commit to the team, when he went to Seattle in 2010. So, yeah, okay, I'm not a Russell Wilson fan, so I'm not a 12. No, but I value a little thing you fellas have heard of, and I'm sure value yourselves, called loyalty and respect. And not knifing someone in the back just because you're not getting your way. Sorry, not sorry. Here ended the rant. I'm sorry. I'll take a breath.
And you can see where in Denver the players was arguing and fussing with Russell Wilson, so he might be a problem.
I think Sean Payton's the best chance they've got to pull up. And again, Slim, I was called not a true 12 because I enjoyed watching Russell crash and burn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I may not be a true 12, but I'm an honest one. I
No,
might
you're a
be
true
the only
12, Megan. You're a true 12. You true.
No, but so for week one in September last year, I was in LA, and it shows you how much a coach has faith in his quarterback. When he takes it out of the hand of a quarterback for a 64-yard Hail Mary field goal attempt against the marine layer and the wind off the water in Seattle.
Wait, now hold up. But Megan, does the kicker at least have the leg for it?
If it was at Mile High, he would have put that straight through the middle. What I mean is, the stadium in Seattle is about half a mile from the waterfront. I don't know if you guys know Seattle, but it has the beautiful waterfront, and Lumen Field's just back from that. So you get the breeze, which is bad enough, but then you get what's called the marine layer. And as I said, if it was probably, if he kicked it at the Dome, or if he had the chance at the Dome, maybe would have kicked it, because McManus has one hell of a leg.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw Pete Carroll mouthing, I don't believe they're going to do this. And a fun fact for you, Nathaniel Hackett's father, Paul, was the head coach and got fired at USC. Guess who replaced him at USC? Some gentleman by the name of Pete Carroll. So it was this nice little, full circle thing. But I hope we've got another pick from Denver in the trade we did during the draft. So we're hoping they crash and burn again. But how many times did I have Denver fans say on my Facebook page going, "We're gonna crush you in Seattle"? Really? We're gonna win this.
But I think Russell had his rude awakening last year, bro. And look, one thing I can say, Sean gonna get his ass right. And one thing that Sean does bring to the table in Denver is confidence. Like everybody in that locker room gonna feel like Saints felt. We can win every game.
Yeah, and I think that's what they need. But I think Russell needs to take a good hard look at himself. And as Slim said, is the brand more important?
Well, I'll be able to tell. We'll be able to tell, because one thing about it, if he get in Sean Payton doghouse and you the quarterback, man.
What, Hoodie?
What, Hoodie? Sorry, I'm waiting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hoodie, you saying something?
No, sorry, I was on a. Sorry, it's like rag to a bull. If I hear Russell Wilson's name, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna take a breath.
Y'all good. I was just telling everybody, I was saying, guess what? Because it's time for your boy to end the podcast and get to sleep. But we did reach 3 hours tonight. You know, we ain't been live for 3 hours. I don't know how long.
I was gonna say it's been a while, but
yeah, it's been a while. So if everybody can help me tonight, you know, by ending the podcast like we normally do. But first off, just let me thank everybody that watched tonight, everybody that tuned on in. Thank y'all as well. And also, if y'all are new, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also turn your notification bells on so you don't miss out on any great videos or live podcasts that we do. And everybody, if y'all don't mind saying it with me, say go Seahawks and who what?
Who that, baby?
Who that, baby?
Who
that? And go Hawks.
As long as I didn't have to say that, go Seahawks. But yeah, who that?
We out of here. Who that?
Hey, there, guys. Talk soon. Are you okay,
Oh,
Virginia? You okay?
That shit did not roll off the tongue free.